now, though.
Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I'm like, is this getting transmitted to the void? But last time, a lot of stuff has happened last time because it's been 18 billion years since we last played.
After 10 billion years, we're free.
We haven't played in a year, guys.
Yeah, we played last year. It's been quite a long time. Anyways, you all returned from your very wonderful party. You found that apparently the neighborhood and the guilds did in fact rally around you, and you had a very successful night at the tavern. You all came back. The wonderful Lou got his information on his art pieces he had to go find, and you all went and found them. You also proceeded to consume muffins and cupcakes, if I recall correctly. Yes, red velvet cupcakes. That was an important detail. That stuck out in my brain.
Oh, right. I remember what I was going to do. I was going to train Hooten how to poop in the streets.
Yes, you wanted to have him poop
God.
directly down into the sewer grates. Yes.
Yes, I was going to potty train the owlbear.
Yep.
I hate how this is a thing that's happening.
This was a very important thing. I remember Uzana was very, very determined to do this.
No
but
filth
yes.
in the house.
Exactly.
It's more of that we're adventuring so
potty
much.
train a bird?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're intelligent enough for it. It's also where we read through some old ecology files to find out that yes, owlbears do pellets.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not going to be untenable at all when it gets bigger.
But yes, with the help of the party, all of the stolen artworks were located. Turns out they were in Lou's old bedroom, and Kribbig had been babysitting them. You currently have a drow asleep upstairs, because he is very cranky and tired. And you all were debating what the heck to do with this art and how to get it back to, the proper owners. Also, Kribbig had mentioned that Jarlaxle will be popping by later that night to discuss the hand that you all will need. So, you are currently discussing the art and what the heck to do with the art.
I think the best solution is to drop it at the wazoo.
You could just give it back. That's all
Yeah,
you have to do.
I'm just giving it to the wazoo to return it with a letter that's like, it saves me a trip.
Couldn't we just roll up the art and put it in a basket with a bit of blanket over it, and then knock on the door and then scram like leaving a baby at a church?
Did you want the fake penguin?
Yeah, I think it's it's fine for now. Let's keep it simple. Return the art, leave the note, and then it's I'll sort it out from there. Well, I could go steal it.
I'll steal for you.
I actually wrote papers for if you stole the fake penguin or if you did not steal the fake penguin. So you can do either of those, by the way.
I mean, what exactly would we be doing with this penguin?
He just wants to keep it.
Yeah.
You just go give them the real penguin and just ask, hey, could I have the fake one?
But that would reveal my identity.
So we're a different hat.
Felric speaks up. I think it takes more than a hat to disguise him.
Well, I mean, he'll lie for us, right? Couldn't he just lie and say he's like the assistant to Art Incarnate? And that he, his master has found the true painting and now he instructed me to return it?
He could pull off an elaborate blackmail scheme. You give me the fake penguin in exchange for the real penguin. Secret drop-off points.
If we even have a gun, we can hold to the penguin's head. Hand over the penguin and the penguin gets it.
He has a recent drawing with a drawing of today's newspaper of me holding a gun to the penguin's head.
Felric quite helpfully says, You cannot borrow my gun for that.
No, we borrow Gadex's gun.
I don't know if
Gadex?
he'd
Talk,
let
this is
you.
getting awful
I gotta think
complicated.
about this.
Plus, I'm supposed to be the good guy. I can't go into a hostage situation immediately after saying I was the good guy.
I don't know if you exactly get when you're saying it's a fake in the first place.
Oh, don't worry. I'll threaten the penguin with a gun for you.
You're art incarnate. This is so complicated. Am I art incarnate? I don't know.
Valorect is lightly hitting his head against the bar.
I think let's start by just digging. We're gonna work. Let's drop off all the artwork first.
I see Teddy is not pleased with us.
Or should we
Who?
do crimes?
Teddy.
No, I am not a Felly. You can call me Felton if you want, but it's not Felly.
Oh, I thought you said Teddy. I was confused.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Oh yeah, that's because he at some point he was referring to him as a teddy bear to sleep with.
It was a
Lou.
bad cover up.
Oh.
Turns
He's
out.
Lou's teddy bear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I am not a Teddy. Nope.
Yeah, I got confused.
You gotta have at least one disguise where your name was Ted.
Well, you're certainly
No.
not the daddy bear.
Mm.
We all know who that is. Well,
What?
only Harton does actually. That type of character. Only Harton knows who it is.
Yeah. And technically, he's not much of a bear either.
No, he's not. He's a twink.
Oh, we should probably wait for him to get here anyway, before we go do the reverse heist.
We are not doing a reverse heist.
Well, I'm doing a reverse heist. I kind of have to now. I'm just gonna drop it off and leave. It'll be really quick, in and out, 5 minutes.
Where's the fake penguin at the moment again?
Fake penguin is at the Waterdeep Museum.
Alright, Lou, you go in, you cast Fog Cloud, you swap the penguins, and get out.
Well,
Velric, any chance we can get one of those fake illusion hats for Lou here, so he can just put on a different hat, look like a human, and go hand these things back over?
give them to the guys at the
No.
wazoo. I mean,
Yeah, no, I don't think Jarl Axel is going to loan his hat for this.
Could you also
I
just
mean-
could you just go invincible and then just invisible and then just go in, switch it out and then out?
well, no, but I need proof that I did it. I think my plan is the best way to go.
What was your plan again?
I'm just gonna give everything to the guys at the wazoo. Gaxley will turn that shit back in, like a good guy, I'm sure. And if he doesn't, oops.
If he doesn't, we know who has it.
Exactly.
And then we go beat up Gaxley. If he doesn't give it back.
Yeah, basically. But I think he'll want to for the scoop. I mean, he wants to publish this. He can't really do it if he stole the paintings himself.
Downside, you don't get the fake penguin.
I mean, we could just also go steal that separately.
True.
I could just leave a little note saying, by the way, Gaxley, I stole the fake penguin.
But would you want to sully Art Incarnate's name like this?
No, I think I'll leave the penguin for now. Maybe I'll tuck another thing, asking Gaxley nicely if he can please obtain Moon Penguin for me.
Or perhaps it is time for a new rival for Art Incarnate?
I can't be. I'm gonna lose track of who I am.
As if you knew anyway.
Oh. You see Felric just kind of walks over, starts banging his head against the chimney.
Let's go into the kitchen. I need to go and prepare things for training the owlbear.
Oh Oh, good. All right, I'll go with you.
I don't want to change the owlbear.
Wait, why am I in the kitchen?
I don't
There's
know why you're
snacks
in the kitchen. Yeah, I don't know why Hooten's in the kitchen. Hooten's with Harton. All right. So is it?
What could be a good new name for Art Incarnate's rival?
I do another bad reshuffling with the letters, like Nate Karcharn.
Oh, that was So, is it safe to assume that most of the party is not going to be doing anything particularly until it gets dark?
Pretty much, at least for me.
Very likely.
Okay.
I don't think Bjorn has anything particular.
All right.
Horik is going to check on our supplies of food and booze, and try and get more if we're in need.
Yep, that would be basic. Yeah, the staff is working pretty much on trying to keep that level and giving you a list, but yeah, they could use somebody to go pick up the stuff.
Yeah, we were hit pretty hard last night, so.
Oh yeah, the staff is all actually fairly tired. They are now around starting to clean things up, and yeah, they have they're tired.
Yeah, I'll be helping out as much there as possible. Being a good employer.
Yes, you are doing what you can to keep the staff wanting to be employed. Where is who I'm looking for? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Sorry, a token that I have not used. But yep. So the night does roll around. And their patrons start filtering in. Some of them are the ones that you actually, recognize now. You're back to regular patrons.
Not the impromptu festival.
It's not the impromptu festival. People start filtering in as normal. The dwarves who usually sit down at the table, weirdly enough, by the elf. You think that maybe they'd want to be elsewhere, but there's all that.
It's okay. Malgern's not here to judge.
Then we have, where did he go? There he is.
Depending on where we're on the timeline, he still may be pissing in fountains.
As things have started, there are two people you recognize that show up.
Hey! Hey! Welcome back in, Reno.
You see Renair, and because you actually haven't seen her token before, that is the Black Staff.
Ah.
That is Vajra's Safar.
Does she have the staff with her?
Yeah.
Right.
Safar.
Didn't she want something from us?
Did she? Was the if I recall, she hadn't pinged PO, did she?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, she had not. Yeah, the last time you dealt with her was her friend who was intellect devourer.
Wait, wasn't she the one who gave us the task to go down there as well for something? To Xanathars?
Did she also? Did she also send you down there? Because that's what she was coming about.
Which one was the? We were supposed to get the drow hand from the compromised agent, but there was something else we were.
Yeah, somebody wanted us to, I think, just like scout out the Xanathar's like base in the sewers.
Yeah, what?
Or could have been search and destroy.
Are you thinking of the guy who was working for the Xanathar because of the intellect devourer in his head?
Yeah, that's the thing. Have you all been told about the mind flare yet?
Yes.
Okay, yes, that is what she's coming about, but okay.
What, we were supposed to kill the mind flayer?
Yeah. Well, correction, you're supposed to kill whatever is doing the thing. Which you know is the Mind Flayer because you saw the Mind Flayer.
Some of us did.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for Bread. Bread was not there.
I think
She's
I
coming for her
saw.
update.
I think I saw the stream of that particular, but Matrix wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the part where Harton talked about remembering hearing these slobbery noises from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all discuss the bits and pieces. So yes, they do come on over. Oh, so this is your place.
Hey,
Yes.
Quite cozy.
I think we're doing quite well for ourselves. Even got 2 sets of skulls.
I see you're starting to get more and more and more. You might be able to add more soon enough. Any news on that little bit that I was asking about?
We're working on it.
Okay.
Some information should be showing up soon enough.
Okay. That's mostly just what I wanted to check in on. I figured, well, Renair did ask me if I wanted to come down. I haven't actually been able to see your place yet.
Well, now that you've seen it, you're interested in trying any of the wares.
Oh, certainly. What do you have in
Alright,
the
right.
region of wine?
Well, we got a pretty fine selection over here. As I point up, start pointing over to the. I believe we have
All
some
that
elven,
wine.
if that's elven, if it's more of a softer palate you want. We got some of the dwarven. Got a few human one. I think there's something about a Sid Gerard here. Gwenfrillin. Oh no, that's the elven one. I think that one's got mixed up with all the others. Also got some white wines.
Let's go with an elven white.
All right. Basically, mumbles under his breath, basically the same as the water, but all right.
Yeah. I was just gonna say. He'll judge you for it eternally, but it's your choice.
If I wanted something stronger, I'd go with the dwarven ale.
A wise choice. And how about you, Renard? One glass for the lady here, and Renard, what about you?
Oh, we'll go with an ale.
Mad by my own heart.
I'm gonna have to behave and only make sure I don't over imbibe tonight, though.
All right, well, I think we have some wheat ale down here. Let me just bring some up.
Oh, cheers.
Okay. There we go. Small pint of wheat ale. I believe
Right.
locally brewed as well.
Oh, that's a plus. And yes, things have started. You also notice Jellister shows up and grabs himself a table. He doesn't seem particularly thrilled that the black staff is there, but there might be a little bit of trouble going on over there, but nothing big. You do, however, notice that he does try to catch both Harton and Lou's attention.
Yeah, I tried to snap fingers at Lou and point over to the table.
Does he want a beer?
Look, I'll take his order.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm used to doing bardly things.
Oh, hello there, Lou. Would you possibly grab Harton as well? There's some business that needs to get discussed.
I have just the thing. Hello, Harton.
He's in the same room as you.
Calling Mr. Harton. Mr. Harton.
Ring, 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 ring.
You could knock that shit off for a start.
Ah, hello there, sir.
Good evening.
All right, so I have some new work for you all.
Oh, lovely.
This one is going to be a little bit closer to home, though, than usual. You're very well familiar with what's been going on with the City Watch and how overwhelmed it has been by the recent surge in violence. We're needing to assist them here. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think you have a little bit of expertise with this one yourself. We have reports of an assassin that's been prowling the rooftops, picking off targets with arrows and alarming the citizens.
What size
My
of
sources-
arrows?
Large.
Aye, well, that narrows it down then.
Yes. The half orc. Very, very large.
Aye, one from the goody-goody side of the Zentarum as they tried to claim.
I've heard reports of that, yes. Not to mention, I do know that Davil just recently got released from the Slammer, so I don't know. Might explain why some things picked up, but as far as we know, Mr. Starsong has been cleared of all wrongdoings. But, people have said that the hunter has been going to ground somewhere near Troll Skull Alley. And we're looking to see if you can find him and alert the City Watch as to his whereabouts. And aid in his arrest if you can.
I was figuring the second bit there might be a bit more prominent. Aye, we'll put him in a lock.
I will specify to both of you, don't kill him because that could just escalate things further. We want to try to calm things down, not make it worse.
Any connections or similarities with his current victims?
Not particularly. We do know some about him, namely the fact that if he is killing somebody, then chances are he's been directly told to by one of the upper leaders of his section of the Zentarum.
Aye.
He's not your usual hired beau.
Whereabouts to find?
All we know is we've tracked him down to this rough area.
Aye.
And he was seen here in your beholder attack.
Aye. Oh, what a hell of a thing.
That was very unfortunate.
Good people to keep an eye for him.
Cheers. I'm not sure if you'd have to set up a watch outside or just. It's just he needs to get found. This is going on a bit too long.
Aye. Well, simple enough. Oh, you threw hunting down a professional. Yeah, we'll say killer just to make it simple.
Yeah, he's been causing a bit too much of a stir, as you would. Don't get me wrong, dealing with some of the Sanathar guild folk, that's not necessarily something that causes too much of a stir, but we generally prefer if the violence were to taper down. This has gotten too far.
Oh, like I'm saying, this is just a simpler thing compared to what we did last time. You heard about that, I'm trying to remember his name now, but you were one of the Forces Grey.
Ah, yes, I did hear about the War Dragon incident.
Having those fucking things scrabbling about. Nasty as hell. Don't know which one specifically, but one of the hills.
Don't even get me started on that. Hopefully that situation will resolve itself.
No, we're resolving it.
Oh, you are?
Aye.
Well, I will certainly feel safer with you all doing so.
Hopefully.
You all are actually competent.
Yeah.
Insult to Harden, compliment for Lou.
He doesn't mean it as an insult.
I know he doesn't, but it's just
that.
a case of calling someone competent. There's an underestimation of Harden's ability. For Lou, that's a new thing he's been hearing recently.
cool. Pretty cool.
Well, I don't know. Last night he was referred to as not competent.
Yes.
Funny
It's
how
way
that
cooler
works.
than Jarlax. I like him better already.
I should sell him out.
No way that could go wrong. But, right. If you hear anything or potentially get the job finished, either A, I should come around to inform you and give you your reward. Yes, it will be anybody who assists, not just you two, but anybody who assists in the capture will receive 50 gold.
Nice.
Nice wee chunk of change, eh?
What if
And
we get
of
the whole city
course-
involved? How are you gonna pay for that?
I mean actually involved, not just tangentially.
Okay.
But all right, I suppose I should be getting going. It looks like things are getting a little bit crowded in here, so.
No worries. Walk safe.
You as well, and hopefully you have no more beholders
That'd be
as
nice.
he leaves.
But I absolutely doubt it.
I mean, I hope that y'all don't have any beholders showing up at your tavern.
I've no idea what the relation beholders and Xanathar have to each other.
God walks over and pokes Lou in the shoulder. So what did the good man want to drink, Lou?
He thought I was really cool. He wanted to drink my ego.
No, don't jab the lad. That man was just
Did he
old.
fucking pay for it?
No. Don't jab the lad. That was just old business.
You can get 50 gold out of it. So how's that? Instead of a drink, 50 gold? Yeah.
All right.
We have to capture a guy first, but yeah.
I guess there's no such thing as free gold.
Oh, that is. But it usually involves murder.
Or selling
That's
all those
not-
artworks I didn't steal. We could probably do that.
Considering the work we did, I think you could say that murder is also a pretty good night's work.
I mean, it's more of an assassination than a murder, typically, but you know.
It is coming nighttime here. I'll be up in a wee bit. I'll be back. Martin heads up to see if Kribbig is still in the hammock.
Kribbig is not in the hammock anymore.
Box. Well, I do still have Sin. I could burn one of those tonight.
You also have Felrect.
I do. I don't want to hassle him.
Don't burn Felric, please.
I mean, you can always bother him because that is his job, is to be bothered by you all.
Primarily Lou.
No, his job is to babysit Lou.
He just
Only
happens to
parent-
be bothered by Lou.
I'm not going to make the joke that I was going to make. There we go. All right.
I'll find a quiet moment with Elric to clink a wine glass and point out about our large bowed leaping half-orc.
Ah. So we have been doing some reconnaissance, Jarlax, or correction, you wouldn't say that, but our friend has agreed to do some reconnaissance. We're going to move. over
Aye,
to
well,
this
it has
map
been
here.
going the other way as well. He did sniff out a lot of pointy ears coming and going here. Ones that were normally known to be experts in stealth and sneakery. So he must have good eyes somewhere here.
He does, and as a matter of fact, make all of your tokens onto here so I can else.
My
Still
God, the
talking.
party's still going out here.
Ah.
Yeah, there's a reason. I'm like, I have to clean this up.
Oh, you spend money inside, not out here. Spend money inside.
There we go.
I think
But,
they leave Lou in the dark room.
He points out, yes, we have been doing a little bit of work. He usually comes in from the south. He has been spotted, but usually right about the time he gets in this region, he tends to disappear. Best we can tell, he is in, and let me... Where's the drawing? Shape. We know he's not in Troll Skull, but best we can tell, he's somewhere in this block. Areas.
All right.
I said reveal. That was hide. Gosh,
No, this guy's really good at hiding.
What?
We'll
Roll
never
20.
find him in here.
Roll 20. There we go.
There we
It just
go.
did not want to do it. And mind you, it was even showing that I clicked on reveal, and it was like, no, you will hide. But guys, somewhere in this actual block in Troll Skull Alley itself, he's on the roof, and then he's not. I have
Somebody
a
else
suspicion.
trapped their roof and he's just falling onto the ground.
No, I suspect that one of his safe houses is in this block, and he knows that he's being watched, probably by us. After all, he knew that we were going in and out of Troll Skull, which also implies that wherever he's staying probably has line of sight.
Suppose been questioning the other people living around here.
We haven't been doing much questioning, but usually he seems to be more on the southern side. Occasionally, he has been seen making the jump from your neighbor Tally's over down south, but usually not the other way around. If I had to guess, he's probably in one of those southern buildings.
Maybe the two blacksmiths stand on top of each other and put on a trench coat and are pretending to be a half-orc with a bow. Huh?
Not that short.
Yeah, they're genasi. They're not that short.
Maybe they're just standing next to each other to become wider.
They're not that tall.
So you're saying it's the two Genasi and two gnomes?
Yeah, perfect. It must be what's her name? Gaddix's co-author on Kago.
3 creatures in a trench coat are not enough. It needs to be 4.
She has a mechanical gnome, clearly.
Well, I suppose it's. We can ask some of our neighbours if they started hearing strange noises from the neighbours' houses.
Or we could try to lure him out somehow, right? I mean, he's come out to help us before. There must be a reason.
What was the name of the competition again?
Oh yeah, that would be Froon. Looking over here. Yeah, Emic Froon.
Rune.
We can always start blaming him.
I'm down. You know, we could actually implicate him as being the jaunty brigand. Get him arrested.
As you all are having this discussion, there is a scream from the kitchen.
And off like a shot is probably Horik because it's his kitchen.
No,
But the rest of us
I was
follow.
in the ale cellar.
That's good.
Yep. You find both of your staff are in the kitchen, and your poor waitress has climbed up on top of the table as Thomas is chasing around a couple of rats who have seemed to found their way in.
Like, are we talking adventure killing level 1 rats or just regular rats?
Just regular rats.
Okay.
But that one's
The
got a
brain
knife.
rats.
Sulky is on the table, and Thomas is currently trying to smash some rats.
Okay.
I
Can I
sick
vicious
hooting
mog
on
a
them.
rat?
Wait, let me check.
I'm suspicious.
Yeah, me too.
Aye, these aren't our normal rats.
They live
I want to
upstairs.
know.
That one's got a
I want to know
tattoo.
how these got in and if they're magical or not.
Oh, I was just gonna blow them up with magic. Oh,
Yeah, let's shoot one.
that's a rat.
Yeah, you hit it. The rat dies. It is just a rat. And Sulky she seems a little bit more, I'm not even rolling the save. The rat's not making the save. Actually, is the rat smart enough?
It can roll a 20.
Well, no, I more mean, is the rat smart enough for that to work? Because I thought they had to have a certain intelligence for...
It doesn't need to be smart enough to do this. Are there more than 19? Are there more than 19 rats?
Okay, it doesn't need to understand you, so yeah, no, it's fine. No, there were only 2 rats. So the rat is dead. The rats are dead.
From a hemorrhaging for being insulted.
First time I ever killed something with that.
Okay, when both are dead, then I will not cast sleep.
Yeah. But Selkie is pointing at the wall and says, they came out from a hole in the wall.
Well, that fucking hole's new as well.
Is that hole in the wall leading outside?
I'm going to go out the door and have a look around out here.
For those who are investigating, give me an investigation.
Kill the fucking.
They're just rats.
So, all of you can see that there are 2 holes in the wall, because the way that the wall is designed, it's not just the wall to the outside. It's kind of double walled, so it has insulation between. And you can see that, yeah, the holes line up far too well. They're slightly... Basically, you can kind of see the hole from the outside is a little bit bigger than the hole on the inside. You think that it was cut at the same time. It looks like it's cut. Also, in the space in your wall, there seems to be food stuff that has been jammed up in there that would be appealing to rats.
Oh, the motherfucker.
So you're saying it's any food?
Yeah, we're talking about pretty much some kind of mildly rotting meats, some vegetable peelings, that kind of thing.
More, please.
I wonder if the halfling sense can determine where this came from.
Oh, I know where that's coming from. That son of a bitch over there is trying to put fucking rats to put us out of competition.
So you realize we can just blow up his entire building pretty easily?
Selkie pauses and goes, wait, he did hire the were-rats. This almost seems like this would be a good way for them to get in and out of the building, too.
Wait, can they actually transform into those tiny rats?
I don't know.
Only when the sun's full.
That's not how that works.
Is there time to go and see anyone from the guild about getting this hole repaired up?
It's late, so probably not, but you could, at least put a patch over it in the interim. They're not so bad that they're going to tell you that, oh no, you did an unauthorized repair.
Okay. We're going to have to see the guild about this and mention that this was probably an act of sabotage committed by the unguild people.
Also, what size is a giant rat? It's a small beast, but that doesn't give me dimensions.
It's the size of a dog.
Dog, okay.
Or
I just wanted to verify.
It's in that sort of region.
Okay, that's what I
imagine it's probably the size of my dog.
Yeah.
It's
alternatively,
a rat.
Because of the categories, you can say it's as big as Gaddix.
Yeah, that's the dumb thing. That's why I'm like, okay, what is a small creature?
How about no?
But it basically goes from cat to gnome, sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure. Because yeah, it's not big enough for them.
I think a cat is a tiny creature. Yes,
It's a
cat
pretty
is
big
tiny
cats.
beast.
Valrek has come in and he is frowning at the situation.
Yeah, kind of like, a large dog or a goblin.
Are we gonna try to get the guards involved? I mean, this sabotage can't be legal.
Selkie just kind of looks, well, can we even prove it? I mean, okay, it's been cut, but we can't prove who did it.
I mean, we can catch him in the act. I'm sure he's gonna keep trying.
Why would
True,
he
we-
keep trying? He's made the hole. He put the food in. As far as he
mean-
knows, it goes through.
It's not him
Those are
trying
different
anyway, it's the
sabotages.
were-rats he's hired.
Yeah, true.
Although getting rid of them would also be handy, but I don't think the guard are quite ready for it.
I mean, I'm not suggesting like we kidnap them, but we could try to, get some information from them, track them down, ask them some questions.
I mean, we just keep an eye on the
Arson?
perimeter. You hear scratching on the walls and it's coming from fingers a bit bigger than normal. You grab that wrist and hear a squeak. And you keep twisting till the pitch changes. Just keep an eye out.
Yeah, this is. We're not gonna try to sabotage him though. We're better than that.
Not until you come up with a decent idea.
Just go there and give a bad review of the food.
See, I've not heard a single thing good from you. Also, eyes low and eyes high. Because we've also got to keep an eye out for that big bow hunter.
Hark's going to do a quick perimeter check, make sure there aren't any more holes started or anything like that.
So, you do find what seems to be the start of a hole over on this side as well. And actually, give me a second investigation.
I'll give you advantage on that, I'll come along.
You also notice that on the back wall over by this door here, yeah, both Horik and Nadrax both see, there seems to be a symbol that's been carved down low, kind of near the door.
Oh, they can fuck right off of that. Right, get out, Robin.
What does the symbol say, or is it?
Well, luckily we have a few people who are quite intelligent inside right now. I'm pretty sure the black stuff might have an interest.
Possibly.
Well, this
Does
is
it look like an arcane symbol?
Could be.
Okay, I'm going to go offer Raina at least a drink on the house to come and have a quick look at the symbol. So just let us know about if it's anything suspicious, or you can just wipe it out.
Renar or the Blackstaff? Or both?
I could offer both. Just a drink on the house. Just have a quick look.
Yeah, they both do come on out. And they kind of take a look at it, go, that would be, I believe that's a symbol for the Were-Rats guild that we have floating about here.
Of course, it's a guild.
It's not an official guild, they just refer to themselves like that.
Are they evil? Do we need to worry about them actually trying to harm us?
They're a gang?
So we can kidnap them.
Okay, so they're not a union.
They're not a union. They're,
They
think sort of
operate
like the
outside the
Xanathar's
law.
guild. Yes.
All right.
They're generally involved with petty thieving. That sort of thing. Not usually. Usually, if they're putting their symbols on something, it's a symbol saying that it's a safe house, which makes it peculiar that they would put that on your house.
Aye, well, it's so if anyone comes, probably a lad will swan across, bring it to the attention of the guard, and try to slander our name.
Ah. I take it you're dealing with some issues.
Oh, aye, we've got a competitor across the road who did not bother with any guild approval, which I can't fault him for, to be perfectly honest, but his attitudes towards business are to scupper the rivals as best he can. Underhanded.
And he's a dick.
Aye. And due to
You
a
think he's
few
in-
unsubstantiated, I'll say, unsubstantiated rumours, he seems to be spreading a bit of gold with our rats.
Ah. Well, unfortunately, that's not anything I can directly take action in, but if somebody starts trying to make issues for you, don't be afraid to give me a little bit of a heads up and I can try to smooth things over for you.
Aye, no worries that way. Look, hopefully we'll be able to get our hands on them as well. Give them a good shake-up.
Any chance mending so we could just repair those scratches in the wall?
Oh
I can
yeah,
just-
certainly. She mends it for you.
Thank you so much.
No problem. That's worth the drink, I think. And they head back inside.
I guess should we scrape off the symbol just so he doesn't have that evidence?
Oh no,
Aye.
she fixed it for you.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know we're actually dealing with a gang here, so we can be a little bit more aggressive.
So that's a place where the hole was scratched in. Is it a place where you would expect people to go? Or
You have two. There's
Yes,
one
ma'am.
over this side by where the table number 4 is. There's also one in your kitchen itself.
But the one up by table was not actually finished yet.
No. The outside hole had been cut, but apparently they had to abandon the inside hole.
Is it in a place where we could place bear traps without expecting
No.
random passerbys to stumble on them?
That's on the main street, sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's on the main street.
We could just stake it out and just keep a lookout, because obviously the whole not sleeping thing. I'll just keep an eye out over the night.
Yeah.
Actually, it
Unfortunately,
is below Lou's room, I think. Just like I could see it from the balcony, probably, if someone approaches. Yeah.
Yep.
Suppose as Usara's familiar could also keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm. Sure, can protect the rest of the perimeter as well. Fly around.
Hork's going to get all the food out of the wall at least and start covering it up.
yeah, and it is a pain, Horik. They shoved it up in there. So you don't know what they used, but they managed to get some of it down in the walls. You have a nice little dirty bit of sabotage going on.
You know, right there, Horik.
So much muck in the wall. I think I've got. Is my
could-
arm long enough to get it all?
It is
We could-
not. You'd have to
we
use a
could-
tool.
We could send a
Okay.
message and put the rats on spikes outside the tavern.
I'd be surprised if we actually have any rats left at this point. We sort of left them in the kitchen with an owlbear.
Well, unfortunately, Harton is carrying Hooten.
I would have made
Almost
sure
out
he
of
did a
change.
thorough job, though.
And I'm not sure what Marshmallow eats.
Whatever it wants. Oh, we got Balin, who's probably a decent ratter.
We need mulch those who really need to kill rats.
You
Just
would
need to
befriend them.
Just really need to get this gunk cleaned out before we start getting fungal infection in here.
I start poking at it with one of the many swords we've probably got lying around by now. trying to scrape it all out.
Yeah, if you get some tools involved, it's just a time-consuming process more than anything.
It needs doing. We can't be having rats around here. One way or another.
You also hear a very polite knocking on your rear door.
Rear door.
Yep. And or for some strange reason, her token is not there. But correction, their token is not here. But you see your wonderful neighbor Frala is kind of standing there, looking very confused. Have you also gotten some interesting little symbols carved on your establishment?
Oh, aye.
Yeah, okay, you too.
Did you also get the lively customers too?
Oh, what customers?
Aye. They wedged in a lot of food through the hole so a bunch of rats would scurry about our kitchen.
No, all I had was a little tiny, it looked like a rat head. Yours looked a little bit different than the rat head, by the way. Yours was more of an actual, like, identifying symbol, but what she describes is actually like the head of a rat.
Did he open up a Froon's Flowers too?
Looks like fucking turf marks.
Are we in the middle of a gang war we don't know about? I mean,
No, we're about to
besides the one we
start
know
one.
about. I guess let's check with the other shop owners too.
Alright, we'll give a wee cursory look around your place as well, just to check for any holes and such.
That would be appreciated. Was it the new fellow that moved in, the one that, you know, had that big old incident and put that ad in the paper? He had popped by and mentioned that he was seeing a lot of rats coming in and out of your establishment specifically.
He's full
and
of
wanted
shit,
to
of
see if
course.
I was having issues.
What he's trying to do right now is lower our good names by having us marked out as a were-rat hangout, and he's fucking paying the thugs to do it.
Well, that wouldn't work. Everybody knows that you have an actual upstanding establishment.
Aye, but what does that mean for the people down the South Wards and such who don't frequent the place?
And over
True.
time, it could actually eat away at our reputation.
Well, if he keeps fucking pushing, he's gonna wind up without a jaw.
More a building to sell shit out of.
Alright.
Yeah, actually, there's a thought. Now, you see, this is just between me and Lou as I cut him away. Now, see, your plan was bad reviews. What I'm thinking of is an animated skull of a beholder. Oh no, it's a beholder skeleton. Unleashing its vengeance once again. Perhaps the Xanathar magicians got a hold of it and have animated it once more. And now it's fleeting around the place. Oh, it's gone into his place. Well, I just have to fucking shatter it, won't I?
Well, actually, funny you should mention that. I can't do that now.
See, with one good cast of it, I could take out the whole front of his establishment.
And without the guilds to help him rebuild, it'll take him years to recover.
Well, a couple of days, but, you know, it'll be expensive.
We could just wait till the next troll turns up and accidentally chase it into his establishment.
Could also do that. We do have some good crowd control.
But we'll hold off
We're
on
not
that.
discussing this in front of other people, are we?
No. Like I said, I take Lou away for a quiet moment just to show him this is what a plan is. This
Magical violence.
Aye, but also self-defense. We're defending the area. Once more, a beholder menaces Troll Skull Alley, and it's been dealt with severely.
And it's, of course, always us saving the day. What has that guy done?
So we'll have to keep our
Shooting
eyes out for any good
fireworks.
bones and skulls, whatnot, when we're down there. Don't want to lose the one on the wall, after all. That might get a bit suspicion.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll find something else nasty down there to kill. Certainly not another beholder, though, of course.
Oh no, definitely not.
Didn't Jarlaxle tell you that there was a bohol?
Aye, we're both being sarcastic in this remark.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, you do know that there is.
Yeah, we'd
one
also
now, I
talk
think,
to
you
the
know.
caretaker of the fish as well.
With his beholder hat.
And there were more than enough clues.
Yeah, it's just he didn't tell you all that
Yeah.
you know Xanathar was a beholder. Just it was clues. Yeah.
Just he had a beholder hat and talked about, and Harton was giving leading questions on what his master might do to us.
Disintegration.
Anyway, back to
Anyway,
follow-up.
should have stolen that hat. Anyway.
But it would be appreciated if you look about it, because I mean, I did kind of throw my lot in with you all for that event, so he might be a little bit bitter about that, maybe.
Well, it might also just be the fucking were-ass society, and they'll just claim the whole place.
Could be as well.
I stuck with a simple deal, but also he does seem a properly petty cunt.
Do you think actually they're actually using his place as a real hideout?
Oh, let's look for symbols.
Probably without his knowledge.
Possible.
I mean, that we could really get him in with the guards there if we actually find evidence they're using his place.
That could be a thing.
Let's
I
just check
mean-
the local neighborhood and see how many more symbols we can find around the place.
Yeah. It might as well be those rats have declared the whole area their turf. If it hasn't been claimed before.
All right, let me pop over to here. Anybody who's searching the neighborhood, give me an investigation.
Do I get advantage because hooting?
No.
But
Is
there
it
could
dark?
be-
Because if it's not, I can give advantage to Harton.
But you know she'll be eager for rats.
I haven't done anything all session. and
She
I
would
feel like
be,
I'll
but
continue to do
unfortunately, she's
nothing.
not aware of
I
were rats.
cannot investigate.
Hey, Dwarf is on the
Bjorn!
ball.
He's really hoping to see some evidence of, to Emma thrown.
Horik! Harton!
I got both ends of this.
I was
You
just like, I got a
did.
+7 in this. I'll be good. Nope.
There's a
Susanna and I are
motivation.
like meh.
There's motivation at work here.
Yep. So yeah, there's the symbol that Fala mentioned along the side wall over here. Oddly enough, Tally has one almost by the front of his door for the bent nail. There's one along the building here, not on the blacksmith building, but right next to the entrance. And then let me see, was there one? Oh yeah, then there's one more just over here. So only in this little block,
Not on Emmek's place either.
not on that side of the street now.
You
Basically,
suppose-
Troll Skull Alley and over.
you suppose
Yeah,
that
so-
perhaps the Harfolk, since they couldn't find any reason for why he's been killing people, that he might be hunting down were-rats.
Huh, actually. Yeah. A rival gang makes sense.
Who are you talking about? This is Fala speaking.
You might have noticed, don't know if you saw us when we were fighting off a beholder zombie.
I remember the Beholder zombie, yes. was
There was a
quite
lad
frightful.
firing very large arrows from the rooftops, then scuttered away. He's been hanging about, putting arrows for other people. Possibly were-rats. Maybe not, though. It'll be something to ask him about.
Oh, so... okay, that's something.
A medium-sized half-orc fella.
Oh, the one who was firing the arrows off. Oh, yes, I saw those big arrows. Yes.
Yeah, I suppose he hasn't been around in your shop or other large Harfolks.
Or you spotted him between trances.
Doesn't seem like a big fan of flowers.
Harton, she seems a little bit disquieted about this line of questioning.
I can see it in the ears.
Or, correction, they. Sorry. Oh boy, I keep doing that.
He could have been over there. It's a convenient place to get some nightshade for poison.
Well, you
Or maybe
wouldn't
he's
happen to
livening
have
up his little.
a bit of a better knowledge on that remark, would you?
Well, I remember because I do have my greenhouse up. It's the highest point other than you all.
It's
So
quite
I
a
remember seeing.
nice wee vantage point.
I remember seeing in the beholder fight the bloke was firing the arrows from, and they point to the building next to Fallas. And you remember that is where you saw him firing the arrows.
Don't suppose you've seen him elsewhere recently. It's been a few days after all.
You get a shrug.
No, it's just we've already been asked by the officials and all the big knobs and whatnot that the guard can't handle that sort of thing, and we know that he's with the Zentarum, which are not a nice lot.
I wouldn't know anything about that. But, well, thank you for checking about the symbol things. The were rat thing is certainly an issue.
Do I have a feeling she does know about that? Or they know about that?
You have an inkling they might know a bit more than they're saying. What would be a check for remembrance? Intelligence? Question mark?
I mean, I'll roll the question mark. I'm not rolling intelligence.
Hold on, let me pull up the sheet to look.
If you're gonna make me roll intelligence, I have a simple answer for you. Who's a?
Yeah, we'll go with a intelligence. Or a perception, either one. I'll let either go. You remember when you were fighting the Beholder? Right around the time that the guy showed up there, the greenhouse windows for Fala's place were, the side window was open.
Aha.
But yes, Fala does excuse themselves and goes back to their house.
Boy.
They pause. Yes?
Is he up there right now?
I don't know what you mean.
You do. He's at least used your place as a little transit spot. Back and forth, it could be his wee hideaway as well. He certainly had eyes in our place for a good long time now.
He's not a bad sort.
I'm not inclined all that way towards him, but it's still a case of I'd like to get some fucking answers. Like, he's been staking us out since we arrived.
Well, that wasn't deliberate.
It's kind of hard to do. It's kind of hard to do that sort of thing accidentally.
No, well. Alright, so no. His main interest with you all happened after that incident with the drow.
I always knew you'd come to no good, Lou.
Not that
I said I would lie. I immediately, it's the first thing I said.
Lou said Lou was a sweetheart. Don't blame him for that.
You've really done a number on this one.
He's a great judge of character.
Everybody except the party thinks Lou is
all
great.
they've seen is that he's mostly harmless.
Yeah, he's mostly harmless, but entertaining, if anything.
It's more anything, really.
I play this harmonica really good.
No, you play it adequately, and the harmonica does the rest.
Well, it's mine, so I did it.
It's a case of he's been bouncing about, putting arrows through folk, and we don't know exactly who. Well, correction. We know who, it's a case of why. Why is a big one.
Owing you something, Harton?
Hmm?
Didn't you mention something about owing you?
Yeah, that was in relation to my incident, considering he cast the healing spell.
There you go.
And you as well, you helped.
Wow.
They put up their hands. I'll specify, I know you helped, but he believes you're tied up possibly with the individual who was causing the issues. So he kind of blames you a little bit.
Would never cause any issues.
I mean, he was going in and out of your bedroom window, apparently.
That guy was causing issues.
Yes.
Wasn't me.
Aye, well, we weren't aware of what you were doing at that point, and then when we found out, his fucking head was to come off.
Yeah, that's why I figured. I mean, you all acted. Obviously, you weren't involved, and yes, Zaraj agreed. No, he knows you all weren't involved. That's why he was correction. It wasn't your fault. So.
But who's he putting arrows through now?
I don't really ask about that sort of thing. That I just know he works with the Zentarum.
Quote unquote good ones. The goods in Tarim.
Yes.
As we all think back to the history books, was there? No, Nova was never at.
Hey, Manchun is, as far as everybody knows, dead. Half of the originals and most, actually, yeah, all of the original Zentarum are, as far as everybody knows, dead. There's certainly not one of them in Waterdeep.
No, but it's just a case of there's never been a good connotation for the Zentarum for any civilization or kingdom.
There had been neutral.
That's as close as they
Particularly
got,
lately.
but it's usually heavily bribed neutral.
Yeah, they're the.
They're the organization.
Yeah. They've quote unquote legitimized a bit where they're in that legitimate shade of gray. But Zaraj, he's a friend of mine. I let him stay here.
It's all well and good, but right now it just looks like the situation's turned. No, we're not going to say that fucking Drow was a friend of ours. Definitely not. That was a momentary business arrangement, mainly so he could learn the fucking language.
Still not very good.
Yeah, I imagine as you point out to Lou.
Yeah. But the one you're harbouring now just seems to be doing two outward eyes, random killings. Now, I'm sure there's a reasoning for it. I'm sure there's a motivation and orders from on high and whatnot. But it's not good in the eyes of, let's say, the Town Watch.
Alright, why didn't you come speak with him?
Alright, we'll have a chat.
Alright. As they plod off to their abode. Who is going?
Bjorn is going to assist, just in case things get rowdy.
I got nothing better to do.
I mean, Daddix might as well go. Yeah.
Got nothing better to do. Might as well solve the
We may as well go. We're a party. Let's go.
Okay, so
This is a big
everybody's
thing.
going over.
I mean, I could see this one out.
sure.
There's
And we
intimidation in
just
numbers.
want
Let's
to
do
talk.
this.
However, we are going to we are going to be outmatching you.
Did I hear Lou saying he was going to sit out his own job?
We are going to outmatch you 7-1. You are okay with that, right, sir?
We're still armed, by the way.
I installed lifts in Kago. He extends his legs to make himself look bigger. It's not intimidation, we swear. Yeah.
Just so you can talk. You can look at people in the eye.
So I'm just more asking, is anybody staying behind?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, you can now look humans in the eye. I can
Kago,
use him to
use
get on
Lear.
your level.
Well, it's not very effective because Zaraj is bigger.
Okay,
Look.
Horrick's worried that Zord's turned up and no one's noticed him yet.
No, I just had his token was still there. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go back in your corner with Jarl Axel.
He will be showing up later, though.
That's the
I mean, Lou's token isn't here either because he got deleted.
Oh, I deleted Lou?
Yeah.
Oops.
Rip.
No, I can't go to the meeting. Oh, no,
Alongside Cargo.
I can't do my job.
Hold
It's a
on,
sick day. I'm
Lou.
in the void.
What, it just didn't bother mentioning
You
it again
had
because
one job, Lou.
Because
I
I
have
was,
like 6 jobs.
yeah, just didn't bother mentioning it again because there was no reason for it anyway, since we were just looking at the map.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I thought it was Lou, but I was looking at Uzana. That explains a lot. But, yep. So, unless anybody's staying behind, y'all march on over to Fala's. Fala leads you upstairs to a bedroom. And there is a knock. They knock. And Zaraj, I saw, enter. And Fala opens the door and gestures for you all to enter.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me.
Yep, as you all filter into the bedroom,
Yeah.
you see the big, giant half-orc
Too
sitting there
hardened.
on the bed.
Too hardened. Medium. I don't think anyone else picked up on that when he described him as a medium half-orc.
Yep. And yep, he is sitting on the bed. It's actually a very plain room. I mean, it has a chair, it has a little tiny table, end table, and a bed. But the bed is up along the wall, and the wall has a window that looks straight out at your tavern. Which might imply that's why they knew so much information about what was going on in your tavern. And he just looks a little amused and says, "So, what are you here for?"
I was wondering if you could tell me who dug the hole through our wall.
Ah, I saw the little rat things.
Ah, that's good to know it was them. We thought so.
Yes, it seems that you've acquired a were-rat issue. As a matter of fact, they were sneaking around in were-rat form.
Coggy fuckers, I see.
They went and they were busy tagging. They tagged this place as well. I saw you all were out searching. I assume you went to see if there were others?
Yes, they seem to be using a variety of symbols around the place.
Looks like they're up to causing issues. But I assume
Speaking
that's
of
probably
that,
not why you're
funnily enough, on a
Yes.
related tangential bit there is a case of you've been sticking folks with what is
Yes.
seen as a motivationless attack, but I'm curious what it might be.
I'm told to.
And they've given you no further details, just a name, identity, go do.
If my friends ask me to do a job and they pay me, I do it.
Just looking at Lou like, why can't you be like that?
Technically, I achieved most of my goals.
Why has it always got to be a fight?
You know, I actually don't have a good reason for that.
Any word from your man Davil since he popped out?
He's a friend of mine. We worked together when we were clearing out Lynch? Oh dear. Lich haunts.
Linchpin has been found.
We spent a lot of time in the dunes. We were a bit of an expert at clearing those out. Now we've retired. This is what I do in my retirement.
You see. Still got your eyes on our place, huh?
Well, I mean, it wasn't intended. Just very busy.
Recently more so than ever.
And when I found interesting things, I sent the information to Davil.
See, that bit wasn't quite necessary.
Yeah, can you not?
No, he is my friend. And we work together. And besides, he deals with information, and as far as I know, he didn't do anything negative to you with that information. He assisted you.
Yeah, a bit of a menacing tone in a few of his words. Can't really blame him for giving Lou shit. I mean, that just seems to happen a lot.
He knows how dangerous I am.
No,
That's
he
it.
knows how dangerous your friend is.
I am quite terrifying, that's true.
He looks a little amused, Tartan.
Maybe he means Bjorn.
Actually, ironically, Cargo.
Not ironic. He's a metal beast. It is kind of terrifying to the simple.
Yeah.
Animated through magics hitherto unknown. But I've got a golem. Hitherto unknown.
Well, my question is, who has hired you to find this information out? Because I assume this didn't come out of nowhere.
To be honest, we've actually... I mean, it was something to solve. It was on the to-do list. It's just a case of, we've been a bit busy. We've had other things cooking around. Brains that were not meant to be in the same heads. I mean, you saw that little... Well, you might have seen that little war we had right outside our own front door with a bunch of kobolds and fucking bugbears.
Well, the kobolds and bugbears weren't outside your door. That was a little further down.
Close enough, though.
Although the bugbears did smash down your door. He just goes, I did hear about the bugbears who attacked your tavern. I was not there for that.
So we've just been a bit busy. It's a case of, we did want to finish up on the man who's been leaping about, spying on us the whole bloody time. As you're saying, it's just casual observation and whatnot, but still a case of reporting it to people we don't really need to have that information getting passed around to.
Well, now you know I'm here. What do you intend to do?
It's kind of a bit awkward, isn't it, Bjorn, when it's done like in such a genial manner?
I mean, you could just rent a room in our place for all that.
I don't rent.
Shut the fuck up. It just was... I need a moment here with him. Hang on. Excuse me, pardon me. Just dragging Lee out. Right, why did that fly out of your face?
Oh, this, I didn't think he would actually rent the place. It's just, he's spying on us so much. He might as well live under our roof. I thought, we should point to be made there.
And just bring him back into the room. But there's
All
a bit...
hope has been lost.
There's a bit more scratching the Hooten's head, just to try and relieve stress. Well, you've been spotted a bit too often. You've been connected with all these killings.
Oh, I knew I'd be connected with the killings. I kind of leave an obvious calling card. As he gestures at the bow that's leaning against his bed.
The Town Watch would like to have a bit of a word.
Ah, that's who. How much do they know?
But no, you've got a massive bow, very large arrows, and you've been putting them through people. They don't know who or why. Then again, neither do you.
Oh, I know the who's, and theoretically, I mean, for each individual, I do know the why. I just don't usually pay too much attention to that. It doesn't matter.
Well, if you elucidate us a bit on it, could put in a good word for you. For past good deeds done.
If you have a specific killing you have questions on, then maybe I can give some information, but likely I won't. Again, this is business, and discretion is business.
Alright.
Do you intend to turn me into the guard?
We do.
Fala does not look thrilled when you say this. And Zaraj just kind of thinks it over for a bit. Do they know that I'm connected with this area?
They just know you've been leaping about these bits. Of course, that's what we've been told.
Again, discretion. Who knows? They could know more.
Well, I suppose.
This could be a wee bit of time sat in a cell and then exiled out the city.
No,
knows?
that's not going to happen. I'll spend some time in a cell, and then I will be let out of the cell. It's just going to be unfortunate, but I'm perfectly happy to turn myself in with your assistance and even give you all of the credit. Just I don't want my friend to be roped into it. They're uninvolved, other than the fact that, well, they're friends with me and let me stay.
I have no need to mention foul at all.
Very well. I suppose let's go. We can just say that I was, spying on you, per se?
Basically, aye. What's that phrasing
What?
again? You've a right to obey the law, but you've also got a right to make friends.
And Fala has not done anything illegal. Fala does not know exactly what I do. Other than the vagueness. We like to keep it that way.
Their name won't even come up. Well, your
Good.
name won't even come up.
Maybe we can say you were staying at Emmett's place.
Oh, that little rat. And I do mean rat. He's not one, but I mean...
Close enough. He's got their temperament.
Although, he does give a little bit of a chuckle. He has made some very poor decisions on who to get money from.
Oh, you've seen some
But
of
we're
his
not
gang-
even gonna have to do the work.
He has a reason to be quite desperate to get his money back.
Well, I didn't see much of a tan on him, so he's not running away from Kalasham, which would be the best people to get money from, so it must be second best.
He's gone to a loan shark. A friend of mine.
Ah, I see.
I have a feeling that he wants to be paying her back with interest. Quickly.
So he won't be front of house staff for very long without his kneecaps.
And it is, of course, all under the table and completely illegal.
Alright.
And he knew that.
The bigger problem is him fucking inviting the Were-Rak gangs to just lay their claim here. That I won't be having.
Well, I suppose let's be off. And he gets up. And he picks up his bow.
Do you want us to hold on to that for you? Do you get out?
No.
Pretty sure when he leaves, he'll be doing it in quite a hurry.
Oh no, I fully expect that I will be arrested, I will be charged with a couple of murders. And by the end of the 10-day, all the charges will be magically dropped and I'll be walking free.
Friends in high places.
Friends with money.
Yes.
Usually amounts to the same thing.
Yes, so do lead the way.
Hey, on we go. We'll take a wee step around as well, just to not implicate the flower shop.
Fala doesn't look happy, but doesn't at the same time doesn't seem to necessarily be blaming you.
Yeah.
And he just gives Fala a little bit of a pat on the shoulders and like, I'll be back.
Well, we could say we take him past Emmett's place just for a little bit of a show. I mean,
Don't think
No.
he'd be able to afford talent like this.
Yes, I would prefer not.
That'd be a threat badly on his reputation. Oh, fucking worm we've got in our nest.
how long has he actually owned that place, or did he just buy it when it was abandoned?
He's bought it after it's been abandoned, so it was a little ramshackled when you went through and originally bought Troll Skull. So was Troll Skull, come to think of it.
Yeah, we had a literal ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I'm actually thinking, it's funny. If we figure out who his loan shark is, maybe we actually just buy the building out from under him. I mean, we could use a second location.
Probably
Oh,
should.
the loan,
We
the
probably
loan
should
was to
put
buy
an
the
ad.
property.
Probably should put an ad in the paper at some point mentioning Torskull Alley. We got ale, skulls, and trolls.
You've been working on that for a while, haven't you? Well done.
But yes, he follows along. He is clearly not concerned.
Yep. And we'll just find a nice
He too
watch.
is on the first name basis with a watch.
Yeah.
And yeah, the watch, when you approach, all of you, originally, because again, you've had the watch at your place how many times?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a guy you've seen before. And he goes, oh, hello, how are you? And then he sees Ziraj, and he kind of looks and goes, oh.
Hi, nice to
Yes.
see you, Renton. How's the wife and kids?
Good, sir. Who's that?
That is a known leaper and
The
piercer
hunter.
of many a people. But he's coming along quietly and cooperatively.
Oh.
Yeah, he also fought the beholder. It was good.
Right?
Uh,
But he's currently a
What?
wanted man for your lot.
right. Let me go grab some other people. Could you keep an eye on him?
We have been
Oh,
doing
yeah.
I.
Sure.
Yeah, go grab Philip and Jeff. Go on.
Right.
Because
And
of
he
course we know.
scampers off.
Because by now we also know who he runs to for his superiors.
I hope he's bringing Captain John, not the other guy.
Ziraj
it's
looks
the other
very
guy's day off
amused.
today.
Yeah, we have their schedules too.
Yeah, your quote unquote captive looks very amused at the reaction of effectively being handed over, and the guard saying, "No, I need other people for this."
Oh, he's getting sat in Pedro.
I believe it's my size. I'm very intimidating.
I could take you, I think.
I know how it is.
Oh, could you?
If I could outrun you, sure.
I mean, to be fair, there's a good chance that Lou could have you on the floor.
I am very funny, very entertaining.
Yeah, he could have me on the floor laughing, but
Yeah.
let me see.
Still counts. I know it's not as good as just throwing the body down, but it still counts.
And then I can teleport away.
Lou, you feel a big, heavy hand just sit down on your shoulder.
Go on, Lou.
Ah. I should probably cast Fog Cloud now.
You managed to beat Afrogate with one hand
Yeah,
behind
I
his
got this,
back.
I got this.
Somehow.
Damn, I almost got him.
Close.
So close.
Yeah.
I'm
wanna
only an
get-
inch shorter, not 3 inches shorter.
Do you want to give yourself inspiration?
I don't think he can yet. It's like a level 7
Yeah.
or so ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only. And now just the recent thing I get it back on a short rest was the most recent buff.
Which is so
Ah.
good.
It's a required buff.
It really should just be default.
Yes.
And they've taken it away for one D&D.
Yes.
Are we ever gonna play that?
Probably not.
Not at this rate, no.
No.
But also, Lou, so you just tried to challenge up against him, right?
Right, just straighten my shoulders out, arch my spine a little bit.
Ooh,
He
hang on.
gives you a
hang on.
stare.
I forgot. I do have my cantrip back.
Uh-oh.
Titans.
Give a little tap on the back.
Oh,
Oh.
I feel so strong. Oh no,
You matched
even-
him,
Yeah.
I'm not any shorter. I can maintain my 5-foot height.
Lou. He fixes you with a stare. Give me a wisdom save.
I should probably cast Fog Cloud.
No, you make it. You're not terrified. But you didn't like that glare he gave you. You kind of get the idea of why people are scared of him.
I'm gonna let you call this one a win, even though it's clearly a draw.
And he wonders why people stab him afterwards.
Sit, Lou. Give me your save. Wisdom save. You sit.
Oh yeah? Guess what? Is it gonna cast? Fucking jump!
Bog's looking across at these two.
I believe that's
Yeah,
no
so he
score.
jumps.
I believe that's no score once again.
Or we
He-
actually both get arrested.
He just looks amused. Very good. Good job.
You sure you don't want to run a place? I mean, we got a room upstairs.
No, I'm quite good, thank you.
Shut the
Besides,
fuck
I
up
think-
about that.
Besides, my accommodations will be settled for quite some time, I think.
We'll throw a going away party for you once you're in jail. Is that how that works?
No.
No.
We won't do that then.
Besides, I don't do parties. There's too many people.
Oh, they must have gotten fucking Jordy to be taking this long. Them stumpy legs and a limp.
Well, to be fair, I mean, it depends on who all he's trying to get. I have a feeling he's getting more than one person.
How about we just go down to the cells and wait for them there?
Well,
We
let's
speed
let
this
them
whole
make it
thing up.
official. You know, it'll be good for morale.
They also got to get
But
the
they're
accountant to
just
bring us
through
the
the
money.
door there.
Remember,
Yeah,
They
that-
don't even
if,
leave this door locked these days.
if we tried to sign him in, we might have to do some paperwork.
True. You
Now
see
it's
the
so
new
well
form they
presented.
got last week? It's terrible.
I didn't know you could read.
That's why it's so bad.
I try not to when it comes to paperwork.
Yes.
But it's like 3 pages in triplicate. Even I know that's bad.
The guards do come down. You see one of the captains, and then, yes, a grand total of 7 guards, which would explain why it's been taking so long. And they are all very nervously surrounding your lot. The captain just looks at you. So, sir, this would be the hunter, yes?
Aye, that's his title.
How did you acquire him?
Well, he
We
managed to
asked them.
Aye, we managed to spot him. But he had popped up once or twice near our locale, so you know, he widened the search pattern out a wee bit from Trollskull itself. And he was quite agreeable. You know, fair cop sort of thing.
We found him where I was investigating the were-rat problem we've got in our area.
You have were-rats in your area?
Temporarily.
Yes.
Is there a bounty on them?
No, they're only if they do something individually, not total. It's not illegal to just be a were-rat.
Well, you got destruction
They've
of
been
private
putting
property.
graffiti up in our area.
It was.
We'll up the patrols. And he's looking at Zaraja. Okay, sir, if you would come with us. And Zaraj just moves over. One of them pulls out a set of manacles and then realizes an issue as he goes to try to clap him in irons, and it doesn't fit around his wrist. And they all just kind of.
I wouldn't bother about that. Just give him the third cell. It's the nicest.
Yep, Zaraj just kind of shows, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Let's go. We'll go down to the end of the street. We'll make a left. We'll make a right. Go down 2 blocks, and then there you are. Let's go. And they all look kind of unsure about this. But, oh, all right. And then off they march.
He's really more of a 3/4 arc. Well, that'll be a fun one for Mr. Silvermane.
That was
Jo-
pretty quick, I think.
Aye,
Fastest job yet.
Job we're done before the sun tilted. Well, we won't have much trouble getting that 50 gold each.
Yeah, I did not expect that to go that quickly, actually.
Session over, guys. We're done. That was all as prepped.
Hooray! Let's
No,
go.
no, technically you're prepped all the way through to the actual ending.
That would have been funny though.
Right, so I assume everybody goes back home?
Yeah, unless we have to do something about Lou having to deposit things.
Yeah, remember?
Yes, Lou.
That was part of the
Yeah, when you-
scheme.
Yep, you have that. You also have Sometime tonight, Jarlaxle is paying you a visit as well.
Yeah, so I'll probably go after he shows up.
Let's put you all here. Oh, Trumpeter. Get to work, Trumpeter. There we go. And yeah, it's a regular old tavern day. Generally, pretty easy, particularly compared to last night. You think a couple of your normal tavern goer guests didn't show up tonight just because they're still hungover from the previous one? A couple of people went on an absolute bender. And yes, things wrap up for the night. And eventually, as you all filter upstairs, any of you who wander into the common room will see that you have a visitor. Sitting in Harton's chair.
Yep. I'll see you already made yourself comfortable.
I do tend to do that.
Hey. Bjorn sits on his usual stool next to the fireplace.
Luce, it's in the fireplace.
Stop that. I already chased out other customers just because they were a fire resistant. Doesn't mean they can just have fun in the fireplace, make it out.
Jarlaxle holds up a hand to you, Bjorn, and just says, if the boy wants to sit in the fireplace, do let him. If he catches on fire, it's his own fault.
Hey, but I'm the one who have to clean up after him.
Okay, I won't actually sit in the
The
fireplace.
fuck you are?
I was about to say, if he decides to burn the place down, he should be the one who cleans it up.
I'll cast Fog Cloud and no one will ever even see.
When is it that we learn that his fog cloud is actually flammable? And he's just making fuel air explosive.
We've just been so lucky so far.
Drow digestion just can't handle a halfling diet.
Alright, all of you, come around, come around. I have some news.
Well, it's our time with
It's-
Uncle Jalaxel.
It's fog cloud, not stinking cloud.
So, I have received some word and I've set things up with my contact on the inside Gnarl. We've arranged for a time where the Xanathar, is going to be busy and down in his crypt, so he shouldn't be causing issues, because I don't think you all want to fight him. You'll want to be finding Gnarl down in, let me see, what room? I believe it's the chamber question.
Notably, Bjorn and Harton staying silent on this matter. Because they might say yes.
I wanted to make sure that I get the area right. You all killed him.
Yeah, that's always good to hear.
Yeah, it's just that awkward moment when I realize it's like, oh yeah, you've killed that guy already. You've killed one of Xanathar's main men. I have to actually sub him out because he was supposed to be there later.
Yeah, but he was like a 24 HP bandit leader. He was shit.
Yeah, he is. That's the funny part.
It made no sense him being notable.
It's nepotism. His dad was probably a really cool adventurer.
But yes, you'll meet Gnarl down in the audience chamber. That's usually where he's at when the Xanathar isn't in. Just go speak to him. He will have a hand for you. And it should be relatively simple. I'll actually be arranging, I'll let Felrect, of course, go with you. And I will also send, because we have a secret entrance that we can use to get you down in there relatively easy. But I'll be sending another drow to meet you at the staircase for assistance. I'll be sending, and he turns over to Felrect. I believe Jerry will work for this mission. I'll send Jerry down with you all. That way you just have a little bit of extra firepower when you go down. It is a dangerous thing to be doing. Don't get me wrong, you're going into the lair of a beholder. Don't
Hopefully
do anything.
won't be there.
Go on.
He hopefully won't be there though, so it shouldn't be an issue that the upholder lives there.
He'll be in the lair. He just hopefully won't be anywhere that you need to deal with. You should be going into the audience chamber and then leaving. Unless. And do you have any other business down there? I can't recall.
Well, we're the scupper or whatever we're making. Well, however we're making intellect devourers.
Oh, the Illithid.
Well,
And now I could give you some information about him as well and point you in the right direction.
I think it's in all our interest to have that shit stop.
Yes.
I agree. Intellective hours are not something that I want to be dealing with myself. And you see the cloak kind of comes up a little bit. And he just says, well, anyways, yes, I believe that's about, oh yes, and I think he's going to drop off a vial of eye scratch poison as well, just in the event that Xanathar decides to wake up.
Sorry, a vial of what?
It's a poison that if you throw it in the eye of the Xanathar, he'll make him go blind.
Permanently?
No.
Well, hopefully. No, hopefully. But,
We just made an enemy for life?
But
Actually?
it's one of the... Yes, it depends.
No. Just remember, guys, it's for as long as they live, which we can solve.
Okay. Modern problems require modern solutions.
But that should at least, I mean, it would take him an awfully long while to fix.
Little do we know that Xanathar is already wearing eyeglasses.
I mean, he does have magnifying glasses.
Well, it should be no issue. And you can see he looks over at you, Lou, and he looks a little bit annoyed right now.
Oh, wait, there's the issue.
No, there's a different issue.
It's not my fault.
Oh?
So, you promise not to lie, it's likely your fault.
Okay, fault. I really don't think fault needs to be assigned at all. Actually,
Possibly not, we don't even know what the topic is, but you've immediately acted with guilt, which means you probably did do something.
I think it's more about what I can't do because I'm dumb.
Felric is rubbing his
At least he
temples.
admits it.
No,
I'm
you
working
shouldn't
on
be...
it. I'll get there.
Right, anyway, continue. Not you, the other one. As he points at the more colourful drow.
You'll want to be meeting, and Felric will, of course, show you where to go. You'll want to be meeting with my associate, Jerry, about 3 hours before dusk. And then you can head on down. That should give you enough time to get where you need to go, get in and get out without the Xanathar popping in.
And this is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Oi. Well, definitely sounds like there's a risk of meeting a beholder of this size you're talking about. I'm gonna spend some good time getting myself wasted as good can tonight without being able to have a hangover tomorrow.
Sounds like you've already started.
Now always cast restoration.
Just saying, if you run into Xanathar, obviously don't trust him, but either run, and if you can't run, do whatever he says. Make yourself as appealing as possible, and worry about whatever you promised him later.
You're at Bjorn, you might have to wash.
I don't think that'll be necessary, just do whatever he says. If he starts asking about the stone, don't tell him you have it, mind you.
Do beholders have noses?
Assume they can smell.
They can
I haven't
definitely
asked
see.
one.
They might do it just by their tongue.
Most of Toral's beholders had nostrils and articulate eye stalks, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they got nostrils. I mean, granted,
So-
that was a 5-second Google search, but we're going to go with that.
So, do you have any questions?
I suppose we have all we can probably need.
Wonderful. All right, so I suppose I will speak to you all later. And he gets up and he walks over to the side door. Lou, he reaches out to grab you by the elbow.
Yes.
He goes to start dragging you into your room.
Ewie.
And Felric follows. And he turns around and says, Lou, you have a job to do.
Learn how the hand signs work.
I would assume that you've been trying to do that already. I can see that you have...
I'm making progress. Slow.
Then sign me something.
There's one I know better than all the other ones.
I remember, but please do sign me a sentence.
I'm gonna try to sign. I am going to the sewers.
Give me that intelligence.
But it's true, so I'm not lying. Do I get advantage?
Lou, Felrec next to you.
He
leans
just
back against
signs,
the door.
I shit.
So true.
My donkey is full of mind flayers.
He just gets mixed up on sewer, bowel, crap, problems, shit. There we go.
It's like, I am is about as far as you got there. And then Gerald Axel didn't look thrilled with the I am. And then he just looks baffled. He goes, I'm not even sure what you were trying to say there. You were signing like you were drunk.
It's kind of what happens with my mouth. I guess it's applying to my hands now.
Hands empty?
Hands
Are you a monk now?
I switched to the way of the open fist.
Lou, you know what? Felrec, handle this. This needs to be handled. I want more progress than this. Yes, sir. It will be handled, sir. Perfect.
Look at it this way. At least he didn't sign what Felric usually signs to him.
Oh god, this stupid old man's here again.
Or shut up.
Always that one. Shut up,
Well.
not now.
Lou, Jerry is being sent to help you and Felrec with something specific to Bragendarth. I don't want anybody else to know about this until after it's happened. Just because it's unpleasant business, and I'd rather people not somehow accidentally alert the individual in question. I need you, Felrec, and Jerry to and he looks for a way to phrase it. Gnarl has unfortunately become a liability. The hand in question needs to come from him.
Ah, okay. Is it related to the whole serial killer thing?
No, actually. Unfortunately, Xanathar has worked out what's going on, or if he hasn't, he's gotten close enough. I don't like to do this. This is not something that I enjoy doing, and I don't like to burn my men unless I absolutely have to. But Gnarl is not going to be able to continue. even if we just extricate him and try to put him somewhere else, I have a feeling that Xanathar will do everything in his power to deal with him.
Okay.
And I can also assure you that the end that he will get from you three will be far preferable to what Xanathar will do to him.
Okay, so just you want us to split off all the drow guys and then we'll leave the party behind or have them help?
Well, I don't think you necessarily have to have them help because they're not going to, he's not going to assume anything is amiss. He has a package. As far as he knows, the hand is code word for what's in the package, which will include the vial.
It's a big knife.
Here, just put your hand right here for a second.
It's just a carefully engineered guillotine.
Just when he passes it over, you three will just do your job. I'm sure the party will probably not enjoy this, but you can specify why this is happening. Then you get to take his hand and you can leave.
Just leave his body?
Yes. As a matter of fact, it's probably wiser because this way Xanathar will think that he was being used for something, that you needed the hand. You're already going to be down there dealing with Nihilor. So the idea of you taking Gnarl out too won't be completely amiss. I just recommend that you don't try to do open combat. Get him to give you the information on Nihilor, the Illithid. And when you get the package, just make sure it's quick. He is a dangerous wizard.
Right. Does Jerry know that I'm inept?
Has he been warned?
Axel isn't happy.
I want to know if I should go into this.
I love how
trying to
she's
be
got her
sneaky.
head. This is perfect.
Yeah, we can hear it
I
clearly.
wish you guys can see what I see.
I mean, it's not a bad thing that Lou said that, because he's just admitting his faults.
No, I really should know how to go into the situation. I don't want to, accidentally give away the fact that you've employed someone who you probably should not have employed.
Like the way you acted on the ship?
I think I could improve that act, probably.
No. You are not going to be inept. You are going to be on point for this.
I mean,
This is
specifically
going
the
to-
hand signs thing, because the hand signs was clearly a struggle.
He has only had a couple of 10 days to become a Brigand the Earth operative.
Lou, your hand signals, yes, he is aware that you are not fluent.
Oh, okay, that's good.
As for being inept, this job, I want perfection. You are going to be competent. You are going to be useful. And I do not want to hear that you have screwed up. This is what I mean when I say I want you to not be goofy. I want you to do your job flawlessly.
You can choose one of the three, maybe two.
It's very
How
odd.
much
There
of
wasn't
how
no
much of
rain, but
this
suddenly
can I
there's
hear
lightning
from
and
the
thunder in the
fireplace
sky.
upstairs?
Oh, that's a good question. Give me. Are you actively listening?
Well, they started talking loudly down there.
Give me a
Deep
perception.
voices.
There's a lot of rumbling thunder in the sky. It looks quite ominous right now.
You can hear some of it. You did hear Darlaxel say that he demands perfection. From Lou.
Okay. It's tempting to see go out down the chimney. Will help. I'm not going to.
You need to be competent, boy.
Kill this guy as fast as possible. And quietly, right?
Well, quietly isn't necessarily the defining issue. Just make sure you, Falrect, and him should handle it swiftly and cleanly. For the love of Lolth, please do not make it some sort of violent, drawn-out affair.
Oh, I don't hate this guy. Should I warn the party that I'm
For
gonna
the
murder Ice?
love of Lolth. That's
Hearing that come from a dwarf is weird.
As he happily walked
Love might
along
be-
singing the
might-
Itsy Bitsy Spider.
I would rather the party not know because they might act a little bit weird and possibly tip him off.
Okay, I'll just explain afterwards.
Yes. I assume that they'll be smart enough to figure out what has transpired once you all tried to kill him, even if you somehow managed to screw it up. Do not screw it up.
No, just aim, center mass. Yeah, I got it.
Besides, if there's 3 of you acting all at once, I'd highly doubt that he would be able to, well, make it through.
Oh, but he said he's a wizard, right?
He is a wizard.
So plan-wise, should I just go for straight up damage, or should I try to, like incapacitate him with a laughter spell or something, or just straight up,
Kill him.
Okay, I should kill him as soon as fast. Okay.
Just kill him. All right?
I have just the thing.
What?
I had a dissonant whispers. It's a cool spell. It will melt his brain.
Just make sure you don't screw it up. Remember, he is a wizard.
It's stab him. We'll see.
And just make sure you all act together, all right?
Yeah, we'll have a
We'll
chance
get-
to talk to Jerry before we get there, right?
No, you will be meeting Jerry at the stairs to go down.
Okay, so at most a very brief. Here's when we're gonna strike type deal.
I suspect that come up with a signal Felric can tell Jerry. It's not like your friends speak the drow hand signals.
I will do everything in my power to kill that guy.
Not everything in your power. You will kill him.
I'm sure it's within my power to kill him.
Hmm. Very well. And he gets up. Do you have any questions?
I don't think Falrex can probably sort anything out that comes up.
He can. However, maybe I want you to sort it.
So plan. Meet up with Jerry. Go down there with the party. Should be in and out. We're gonna kill him probably when he hands over the box, because there is a real box. Then we just cut off his hand, leave.
Correct. And don't be afraid to speak to him about your little mind flare problem as well, alright?
Okay. Because he'll probably know, and then
He will know, yes. He knows all about the new friend. Then I will be off.
don't forget
Don't
to read the paper
disappoint-
tomorrow.
I take it. Oh, yes, you were successful. Kribbig did come back.
Yeah, I can do the funny jobs perfectly somehow.
Why am I not surprised?
I'll take what I learned from stealing art and apply it to killing another drow.
Good.
Tell us
And
how.
he takes his leave. Gerald Axel's not asking questions. He knows better.
Because the only thing that can happen is that Lou will give him an answer, and that is the worst outcome of all.
Just like when he probably should have asked that drow lady, you know contraception magic, right?
I assume Gerald Axel carries contraception. It just,
Well,
you know,
clearly
some-
not that night.
Oh, this is a discussion
just
I
didn't
didn't think we'd
work.
be having.
I mean, it's 99.9% effective, but still.
He
Like I said,
does now.
It's like it's the part where I said that he probably just assumes he knew how to do
Oh
contraception
god, Lou is
magic.
part of the 0.01%.
He put his trust in a spider silk condom. He should have known better.
You gotta use, was it sheep's intestine? Is that what they use?
Yeah.
Well, it's just that usual sort of thing, just intestines and general fin casings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Admittedly, you take it out of a sheep first. That's where some farmers fell down.
But yeah, Thelric, he doesn't look particularly thrilled with this job. You notice, Lou. He looks a
Well,
little
for the
uncomfortable.
farmers, it was 100% effective.
That's only because they were screwing the sheep.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Can't deny the results.
But Felix is alright. We should probably go back out and well, deal with everything.
You don't know Norl well, right? He's a undercover guy. You don't know him?
You know who?
Gnarl, guy we're about to murderize.
I do know Gnarl, yes. I've worked with him once or twice.
Well, sucks we have to kill him.
Fucking hell, man.
Don't get me wrong. He's not, a particularly nice fellow, but he's not a particularly horrible fellow either.
He sounds like a loyal guy, but
Yes, it's unfortunate.
also strategy-wise, he's a wizard, right? I was thinking, I actually might be best if I cast silence on us, because I don't know if Jerry does magic.
He does not know.
So if I cast silence, it stops him from casting spells, and it's not going to affect us. So I'll do that.
That would work, actually. Yes, that's a great idea.
Good, that's what I'll do.
Let's have it quite simple where when you give me the signal, you start casting, and then Jerry and I do what we have to do, and we see if it works.
Just have to hope he's not a level 5 wizard who has a counterspell.
Maybe be out of sight.
Oh, so
Level is he again? This is just for my knowledge to remember what level wizard he is.
I can always upcast it.
Yeah.
He did cast Cloud Kill before, so he's
Yeah,
pretty high level.
Yeah, he has Cloud Kill. But I won't answer for, what he has.
Second most, but yeah, it should be fine.
Mhm.
And if that doesn't work, I'll just start stabbing the guy.
Yeah. Right, so, I suppose let's go handle your art incident.
That went quite well.
Did. Yes, good job.
I'm getting promoted to murder.
That's how
That's
this
what
works.
Lou aspires to, though, right? Like,
I'll kill for you. I will.
exactly. Yeah.
Do it.
Well, let's go get whoever we need to move these over, and then away we go.
We're off to see the Gexley.
So yes, who was being involved with the dropping off of the paintings?
Probably not the 2 left feet-footed dwarf.
It should be pretty easy. Just turn invisible, sneak in, sneak out.
He
Well,
said
what
confidently.
What was your plan then? To just drop it off at the newspaper?
Yeah, same place I always drop off the notes. Right on his desk. Also, actually, I meant to ask, how much is actually approximately worth all these art pieces?
A fair bit. Probably altogether, you probably have maybe 10k gold.
What? Am I a good guy? Nah, I'll return him.
All right, so the new plan was who all was helping you drop off the paintings?
I suppose I can help.
I mean, I'd help if he asked for it.
And this isn't. I don't know. There's not. This is not like. Hopefully, not the highest stress job. It should be pretty easy just to go in and out.
Yep,
Although actually,
you've already been in and out once.
I mean, at some point, he's going to get suspicious and set up some traps or lookouts. So some lookouts actually would be handy.
You want to put them right directly into his office.
Yeah, same route I pretty much always go.
Yeah.
And the first story we see printed is Gaxley Rudderbust, for some reason, has vanished from Waterdeep. Was last seen heading to Chult to buy himself a fucking palace.
I'm trusting in Gaxley.
Alternatively, he gets outed as the Chanty Brigand and jailed.
I really am putting him in a pretty shitty situation, actually.
Waterdeep Wazoo janitor, now open lord of Waterdeep.
No. We see the Wazoo is doing its last print tomorrow. Due to a change in finances, the Wazoo will be closing. We've been happy to serve the community for so long, but this is our last printing. Goodbye. And then the whole team is gone.
Leave.
Okay. Gaddix, you appear to have a drow outside your window.
No drow in the lab.
Yeah, where's the drow outside Gaddix's window?
Yeah.
It's because you have Gelaxel's token.
He's not there on my screen.
Yeah, he's not here on my screen
Hey,
either.
Yeah.
Refresh.
He's right there.
I was about to send Kago up to be like,
No,
"Oi."
yeah, he's not there on my screen, and nor Raiders. Refresh.
Oh yeah, he's gone now. Refresh.
Yeah.
Good. Thought I had to. Kago, go chase away the drow.
Yeah, that was very weird.
No drow in the lab.
I don't know why he was there on your screen.
Could be even worse. That drow could also be a girl. No girls in the lab either. He'd be no.
She's gonna pick you up on it. She's gonna be able to slip in and say, "No, you said no girls. You're allowed one."
Okay. No homers. We're allowed to have one.
But all right, so who is going and who is going to be trying to pick the locks on the door?
Can I teleport through windows while carrying a bag? Assume so.
Yeah, assuming with the items on you. Otherwise, how would you be able to have your weapons with you?
If it's Dimension Door, then yes.
Oh, Misty Step.
You have to. I think you have to travel through a place.
I
I
think
think you
Misty
still have
Step
to-
lets you teleport.
Yeah, but I think you have to have the clear passage.
You have to be able to see where you're going.
Yeah, but there's windows, so I can see through.
Mm.
Yeah. So he can go through walls theoretically, as long as he can see where his destination is.
Yeah. You can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. So
Because I did the same thing with Grayson to sneak in and steal the ledger. I was just like, you know what? Screw this. Poof, poof. Let's go.
thing is, Misty Steps on depending how you got it, I guess. You might be on a cooldown.
I believe Fey Touch also adds it to your spell list.
Yeah, because Grayson's Fey Touch. That's how he got it.
It's once a day free plus any spell
Plus,
slots you
it's
have.
on your list. You can expend spell slots.
That's why I use Dissonant Whisper so often.
Well, I guess it's a quick in and out adventure.
Okay. And are you going to be? So give me a stealth roll.
Sirens blaring.
Well, first I'm probably gonna, try to cover my face with this a little bit, get a nice hood up in case I do get spotted. Of course. I'm not a drow.
Yeah.
And I guess might as well throw an invisibility on as well.
I could cast disguise myself to look like Jalaxel.
Tall Jarlaxle. You actually couldn't.
Yes.
Tall
I mean,
Jarlaxle
if
is
it's just
really
someone
can't
seeing
hurt
him
you.
pass
Okay.
by and doesn't notice particularly how tall he is.
Yeah. Like 7'5" Jalaxel.
Oh, yeah. You look so stretched out. Um,
Jarlaxle would kill you.
Now, see, it would be a perfect representation of Jarlaxle, except the head and shoulders and neck would just be the feather. So you'd see that twist and turn.
Yeah, Lou, you make it up without being obvious. And you're gonna misty step through the wall with the paintings and the booth?
Yeah, it was the plan.
Okay.
Drop a spell slot.
And the boof.
The boof.
You get
The real
in,
boof.
and the place is empty. Surprisingly, there doesn't seem to be anybody in there.
I'll do a quick look around for traps, or I guess probably not surveillance cameras, but
Search for traps, Pookie.
Do a investigation.
eh,
There doesn't seem to be any.
oh well, I will still tiptoe my way to Gaxley's office. Actually, no, I can't leave it outside. Can't. I guess I probably could just leave it outside of his office. Is his door closed or open?
When you get up there, his door is open.
Hmm. Probably shouldn't throw these.
Just animate
Well, just-
the moon penguin a booth to carry the stuff inside.
Just animate the art to take itself inside.
I wish I could do that. Soon.
There also seems to be a letter on his desk. Just sitting there.
The stress of this job has just gotten too much for me, and I've had to take the coward's way out. You turn your head as you look in the office and just see feet hanging at eye level.
Where's where this quest end? Then I'd have to sell the art. Well, I have turned myself invisible, so I guess it couldn't hurt to step in there.
Mm-hmm. You notice that the envelope just says art on it.
Well, this is almost certainly a trap.
Well, that's not for you. That's just for art. You're art incarnate.
Oh, true. I really shouldn't intrude.
Now, if you remember, he did insist on being called art instead of AI.
Well, I'll get my my bag of goodies situated. I think I'll leave everything else in the bag, but I will take out the moon penguin of Booth and put it in Gaxley's chair, but like facing away from the door. Everything else I'll just put on the desk along with the note and the rest of the art.
Mhm.
And just from a safe distance, I will poke the note with my dagger or with my rapier just to double check.
The letter seems perfectly fine.
Ah, I gotta read it.
It says, "Dear Art, it appears you've come back to my office. I am very interested in potentially interviewing you. If you would like, please give me a letter and a drop-off time, and we can arrange an interview. Signed, your fan Gaxley."
Who the hell is Fan Gaxley?
Your fan Gaxley.
Come on, you know that's exactly what Lou says in character. Who the hell is Fan Gaxley?
Shit. I don't think I have. We got a little magic item that has perfume, right?
Yes, are you wearing the brooch?
Don't have it in my inventory right now. I believe. I don't know if no one else had claimed it. I would have taken it. But that could be something somebody else wants.
Did anybody want the perfume brooch?
We're simple
Not
people.
really.
So
Well, it has a
Yeah.
cinnamon roll scent,
Yeah,
right?
I think for Bjorn, what is considered aftershave and perfume is just taking a bottle of scotch and dabbing it behind the ears.
Hey, after a 4-mile jog, you gotta get it ripened.
So we will say that you have the brooch.
I'll take the note and I'll leave it there for now. Actually, I should probably take it with me. Should not carve words into his desk. That would be mean. He must have loose paper and a pencil, right?
He has an inkwell, yes.
Okay, I'll just write on the note on the back of the envelope. I'll take the note, leave the envelope. On
See,
the back of the envelope, I'll write, maybe later. A little busy.
For a proper loose scenario, it would be a case of, like, as you see it in the sitcom, there's no quill, and he immediately just dips his finger in the inkwell and starts splashing it everywhere.
Okay.
There is a quill there.
A desperate attempt to try and do something about the spills and such, he accidentally knocks over something else and then starts a fire in the whole office.
No. There's
It's like
not
the
open
Naked
fire.
Gun.
Yeah, and he tries to put out the fire, so he takes one of the paintings and starts trying to smother out the flame.
Somehow kills a fish with a pen. There's no fish in here.
But
Hey, so-
right, so
The quick note: Lou will he'll also because I believe I forgot to put the national. He'll write down all the locations of where the art came from, so he actually knows where to put it.
Yep, no problem. Right,
And
so
then just say,
you
later, guy.
So then I assume you're going to leave the way you came?
Yeah, it seems like probably the easiest.
You have successfully done a reverse heist.
And I put the penguin in the chair. So cool.
When this module was called Dragonheist, I had no idea this is where it was going.
I believe this
This
is more.
is not in the module.
Uh-huh.
This is not a reversed heist. I believe this is more planting evidence.
Yeah.
But does he take the false penguin?
Those penguins still in the other building somewhere in the museum.
Yeah. We only have the real articles.
Ah,
We'll get ourselves a penguin of our own. A
Oh, actually,
boofier penguin.
Actually, Lou will actually also write, P.S. Gaxley, if you can get me that penguin, I'll be more inclined to have an interview.
Why am I not surprised?
Just the fake one, it's fine.
Considering the penguin did get into the official letter as well.
I guess I'll probably scratch that part out real quick. Yeah, I don't need to pull the people.
Well, guess what? It's already printed, so.
Okay, well, I'll just tell Gaxley to get it for me.
So.
I thought if you were gonna cut something, that's the part you would cut.
No, no. That was the part that at least was in your note. But
How could you ever cut boof?
Well, I think the rest of the article was something else, and
We'll see.
kind of all had to be there to work.
But right. So you all go back, and is anybody going to be doing anything else tonight? It is late. Everybody's gone home.
Story time for the kids.
Yeah, Gaddix was here to maybe help if he felt useful, so yeah, he hadn't anything else planned.
Rough, passionate, nay, terrifying married sex.
What?
Gaddix, what are you doing in the married couple's bedroom? There we go.
No, it's because of my screen.
Now, hilariously, I cannot see Gaddix. There we go. I can see Gaddix now.
No.
Wrong with that side of the house.
Apparently. But yes, you all have a wonderful night. It is peaceful. You are not awoken, surprisingly. Nobody has any weird dreams. And in the morning, you are awoken as normal with a polite knock, knock, knock.
Oh, I forgot. I sprayed the note with cinnamon perfume. I meant to
Yes,
say.
that's
Okay,
right.
the cinnamon
Cargo.
bunker cream, okay.
Get all the marmalade.
What?
So, polite knocking on door.
I'll answer this time so no one gets stung.
sir.
Alright, here's your coin. Good lad.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy your paper.
I do, actually. Have a good day yourself.
And the moment we've all been waiting for.
The
Well,
news.
just
And most
imme-
importantly, the weather.
Just immediately slide it over to Lou.
Certainly we could read anything else.
Or would you like someone else to pick the main story, eh?
Yeah, there's 3 things here that I'm involved with.
Of course, the murder of Jacob Martin.
Surprise!
It was Lou all along.
Out of the 3, which ones do you guys want me to read?
Just keep going until we tell you to stop. No. Well, I'll take the main one for you.
Actually, they possibly all cover Lou in one way or another.
Yes.
Art Incarnate has proven victorious. That remains to be seen. Art
I
beats
think
Jaunty Brigand's challenge, all on his own, aye. The artwork has been found. I.G. Rudderbust, as opposed to I, Hart and GB. Got a shock when we opened the wazoo today to find all the missing art deposited in the wazoo. The art, along with the edited letter we posted next to this article, apparently was dropped off while we were closed. This was quite a shock, and we're glad to see that Art Incarnate did the right thing after all. It took a lot of goading. We at the wazoo have already alerted the owners of the art, and many are very grateful for the return of their valuable work. There's 3 people involved here. How did it say many?
4. You forget the Castle Enter painting.
No. There was just the employee. They don't count. The works stolen were of a Castle Lanterns painting we covered earlier. The Moon Penguin of Boof, currently on display at Waterdeep, history displayed. And who has offered the fake to art as a reward? It's in my office as I type this. Sunset on the Host Tower from Eternal Arts, and Fall of Sunderbar, on display at Sylvia's New Gems. We know a good many of you doubted Art and his motives, and for good fucking reason, but
I really thought about selling them.
this shows the profit wasn't in his heart, but the love of true art. Actually, it's because you're challenged.
Yeah.
We have no idea if we shall hear of Jaunty Brigand yet again, or if we will have more tales from Art Incarnate. But tonight we lift our glass to him, and hopefully we'll fucking do it here. And then I flick the paper to someone else.
Oh, I did write this letter. I could probably do this one. I missed the foggy part. The most important thing. This starts with fog. As you know, fog cloud. I, the magnanimous Art Incarnate, knew I had a job to do involving art. In a former life, I was just an undercover art critic. But now, I'm just an undercover gritty detective.
Gritty, what the fuck is that about? Were you laying roads? Were you helping out during the fucking frost?
I told you. When I got that, I told you.
No, this is just an in-character ribbing. This is hard and getting at him.
I about died.
Continue.
Art, not me, has been going missing across the city, and there's only one suspect, the Jaunty Brigand, my old rival.
Technically true.
Most people suspect. What? He's old.
He is old, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's technically true.
Yeah. Most people suspect him because he said he was stealing the art, but I suspect him because I always trust my gut, and my gut is hungry. Hungry for cinnamon rolls and justice.
For fuck's sake, Lou.
Anyway, I found all the art. Told my good friend Gaxley to return it so you can blame him if it goes missing again. Also, readers, would you guys be mad if I stole the Moon Penguin to Booth? It's fake and I want it. This is Art Incarnate fooling smart crimes. Just don't forget to next time.
I think they just give it to you.
It seems like yeah.
We did.
They have.
Seems like it worked out.
But we
Why
can't.
don't you
Just
steal
remember, though, we can't show it off. You have to
I'll
keep
just
that
have
in
it
your
my
room.
Yeah. Next to the window.
Don't let the guests see it. Alright, slide it to someone else.
Who wants to do the murder?
Alright. Crime reports. Murder of Jacob Martin arrested. The murder of 17-year-old Jacob Martin has been caught. The city guard announced that the owner of the hostel he was staying at, Duncan Ward, has been arrested with his murder.
Where's the
Well,
Duncan word?
the motive is unclear, The guard has said they believe financial incentives are to blame and alcohol is likely related to the cause.
So you have a harbour award, you know, right next to the shooters.
No wonder there was murder happened.
A lot of wells there.
Yeah, unmasked at
Well-
party.
Oh.
Do you want to do this?
I'll leave you to it.
A rumor circulating among socialites say that a recent party at the Albrunter estate went awry when a guest at the party was unmasked as a drow in a magical disguise. The report is currently unsubstantiated. Did I get that right?
Unsubstantiated.
Yep. And Lady Haventree has declined our interview request. We will keep you posted if we get news on this development.
Well, they'd make a bigger
That's
deal
cool.
out of it. I guess they just want to smother any possible word. Well, no, the Wazoo wouldn't.
No.
Maybe it's a case of the guards they pulled out and they got the confessions from didn't fucking know.
And as far as the Harpers are concerned, that was a bust.
Well,
Well,
Mert
no.
hasn't come by yet.
Yeah, you haven't informed yet.
Mert's gonna be happy that I'm recruited now, I guess, by them. Just now.
Right.
Whenever he shows up, because he hasn't shown up yet.
Letters to the editor. At this point, I think the guards should be investigating the Vasu itself for these art crimes. Art Incarnate? Jaunty Brigand? All of these are a clear show put on to increase sales. I bet the Vasu is in on these thefts, and are making a fortune.
Technically, yes.
I've already given my suspicion to the guards, and you all are going down. Gentry flabbergast. Oh, really?
Considering that you did deposit all the ill-gotten goods at the Wazoo, you have implicated them.
A little bit.
Go on, guys, you don't read one.
Still very weather. With heavy fog in the mornings, expect some cold snaps throughout the week. With more mild
Hang on,
days.
start that one again.
Yeah, I was wondering when someone was going
I
to point
warned
that out.
y'all. I did not send this through my editor.
That's the only mistake we've noticed, though.
Wait,
Yeah,
what were you
I-
trying to say? It's still very
Still,
I'll read the other thing too, but
Very
I just
still weather.
I can't believe
Oh.
that nobody pointed that out. Still very weather.
yeah, this is written by Boggart the Ogre. They're just hiring on. Still very
Or
weather
burning
with
toast.
heavy fog in morning. That's when sun up.
Yeah,
Grass
it's
wet.
very still weather. There we go. That was my dyslexia.
Anyway, Merryweather's Fixins. Come on down to the best eatery in town. Want good old home cooking like Grandma used to make? I got you covered. By the intersection of Soul and Vondel Street, we got a little something for everyone. Stopping for some good old Halfling cooking.
Ooh, you should go there.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, indeed.
If you can eat this 18-pound steak in 5 minutes, you get it free. Did that once.
Still very weather. Heavy cloud in
Yeah.
sun up. Expect shiver through week. That's lot a day.
I was waiting for someone to notice that, and y'all weren't paying attention. Yeah.
No, I saw it, but it was for someone else to read.
Yeah.
But it was the only thing I really noticed as a mistake. You did well there. It's actually better than when you usually get a proofread.
Oh. There we go. So you now know that the fake moon penguin of Boof is sitting in Gaxley's office. Apparently, he took your offer seriously, Lou.
I just like how we have all these silly stories, but also this man got drunk and murdered a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a, an and finally story.
Yeah.
And finally, that obnoxious little shit finally got it what it was coming to him. Well, that's now. While I do the crossword here, we wait for the procession at our door.
Knock, knock.
By the first knock, the door's already opened due to thaumaturgy.
Well, if the door is opened already, bloop, we have a Mert. Hello, friends. Breakfast?
First one.
Oh, first one?
We've
I'd
got
have
two
at least two.
halflings here.
Ah, yes, it is true, yes. Well, I heard that the party was a very interesting experience.
I pointed
would-
Lou. It was his fault.
Did exactly what I was supposed to do.
I was about to say I've been busy dealing with some of the back end on a lot of what happened. So you saw you saw the leader of Dragonheist there.
I mean, if you're looking for a drow and a funny hat,
I think you've got enough syllables out there where you could just say a name.
Jarlaxle. His name is Jarlaxle.
that's a shocker.
So you did run
You
into
just
him.
said that right deadpan to his face.
Yeah.
That's a shocker. That is just takes me right by surprise.
I have to say that was not who I was expecting to be there. That's a bit brazen. But, well, actually, I don't know why I'm shocked. That does fit the bill.
Did see his hat, so yeah, that does make sense.
Hmm.
No one's subtle with a bonnet like that.
Correct.
Lou takes off his hat.
You don't have that hat.
I have a
Yeah, you
different hat,
don't
though.
Yeah.
12 gold. I'm wearing the thing all the time.
Well, I do have to say that was some good work sussing him out. I didn't expect something like to that degree.
Well, you said maybe I try to get an in with them, drow type of thing. I'm trying to impress the guy a little bit. Really trying to impress him.
I was about to say, was he very impressed? I did hear that you were the one to flip the disguise.
I mean, he seemed surprised. He definitely saw me and probably knows who I am now. So, I'm thinking maybe even tonight.
As a reminder, Lou, do you remember Jarlaxle gave you instructions for Mert? It's been 3 weeks, so I'm giving you a lifeline.
Tell him basically to say he was impressed, so he's going to recruit me in a low-level position.
Yes, he has recruited you in a low-level position, yes.
I was going to say, letter, maybe I get a letter from the guy. He says, hey, Lou, or if that's your name, good job. You want a job?
He's offered you a job?
Oh, it doesn't seem very lucrative or, particularly high ranking.
Accept it. If we can get somebody in the organization and find out what exactly he's looking for here, that would be preferable.
Looking for like a secret base or something? What am I trying to do here, Mert?
Don't put yourself at too much risk. Just find out, do what he asks, give us information on what he's asking, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
I love how Lou's acting professional with Mert.
Yeah.
But does he know I'm incompetent with Jarlaxle?
I mean, Lou wouldn't even
Right.
have this job for Jarlaxle.
You three have done a good job. Spotting somebody like him takes a lot, so I'm very impressed with the three of you.
I'll send us some more free parties. Might have more good results, eh?
Well, hopefully we're not going to be in this situation again. But yes, I will definitely be reaching out to you.
I mean, now that this particular disguise is foiled, he'll be sure to return with another.
No doubt. But
So,
before we didn't even know that he himself was coming up to these parties. That's something that's actually very valuable to us. Oh, that does remind me. He pulls out a giant coin purse. Absolutely giant coin purse. And sets it on the table. This is your payment for assisting all of you who went.
well, that's neat.
That would be 200 gold per person.
What a pity,
Nice.
Bjorn.
Oh, I'll take mine right now. Put my 200 gold in the pocket.
Yep. That goes into the kids' college fund.
I could actually use another college fund for myself. So this is going. I need to go back to college, learn some real skills.
Jack of all trades is no good. You gotta become a master of something.
Jack of all trades. It's gotta be. That's like one of the best perks in the game, though. Jack of all trades.
It's not gonna get food on the table, though. You gotta find a fucking trade, boy. Get a job.
I know what I'll do. I'll lie for food.
No, you're not
He's
going into
got
politics.
abilities.
Sad part is I can believe it. He would lie for food.
That plus 10 will
Wait.
only be
And
getting
lie for
higher.
free.
Repeat what you just said there.
What? I will lie for food?
But that's not a lie.
Yeah, he's either going into politics or prostitution.
I'm very confused. What are we lying about?
No,
Really
no.
lying.
We were going
No,
on
yeah.
a riff about him going back to college, and I said, get a fucking trade, get a job.
And I have a plus 10, so I'm lying for food. It's the only thing I'm good at.
And yet he's proven himself. No, he's fucking terrible.
Even with a plus 10. Mert
Well,
just
it
kind of
has to be
shakes.
believable for it to even matter what the role is.
Mert just kind of shakes himself out. So, Lou, for you in specific, try to figure out why he's here in Waterdeep. What does he want? He's here. We know he's here, and by reports, he's told a friend of mine that he was here for recreational purposes. I don't believe that.
I mean, it
None
was
of
a
us
pretty good
believe
party.
that. I mean, yes, it was. Yes, she certainly does have a party, but she knows how to have a good party. But I find his attendance at her party to be very suspicious. It makes me think that he's looking for specific things. We want to find out what he's looking for. We do know something is. Has been aware that there is an incident, and we are afraid he might be making some angles for the thing. So if you can find out what he's here for, that would be preferable. Just don't put yourself at risk for it.
And I'll make
He's
sure he
not a
doesn't
man
know
you
I'm
want to
working with you
cross.
guys. We don't want him knowing that I work for you, right?
Correct. I do not want to think what could happen if that is found out.
Okay. I'm just a brand new recruited spy for Darlaxle. Okay.
Just do what it is he wants, and whatever tasks he gives you, report to us. All right?
All right. How should I do that? Just go to your house or drop a note? What's the?
A note through the door should suffice.
Okay.
If I'm there, just also knock, because if I'm in, I will, of course, let you in.
All right. Well, I'll see what the first couple missions I get are.
Right. So
Hope I get to go to more parties.
possibly, I don't know what he wants, but I do thank you all. This was actually greatly important. Did you happen to get anything from his disguise on why he might actually have been there? Was anything that tipped you off regarding that?
He was like a party boy actor. I mean, maybe just trying to get in some noble's pants. Who knows?
Looks like he would.
He's been listening into a bunch of conversations with no specific topic, just general business deals and general rumors among nobility. I think he might have mostly tried to get a feel about what's going on in the noble houses among nobility.
So he's going for information, right?
I think he has a thing for Lady
Yes.
Haventry.
Yes. He's been mostly
That's what
just
I'm concerned
listening.
about. A possible interest in Lady Haventry is something that I am concerned about, yes. But do just keep me posted, all right?
Yes.
He kind of gives a nod and gets up. A pleasure seeing you all again. I hope I will be around soon. And he goes to take his leave.
Bye, Mert.
Right. We'll see you around.
Oh, I'm gonna get caught.
I know, I think Jarlaxle's already onto you.
With an attitude like that, probably.
Thalrek just after a moment, that was a good job, Lou.
Yeah,
Why
now we
can't
just
you
need-
always do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was told that I need to shape up or probably be. I don't know. Actually, what would happen if I didn't shape up?
Or maybe he's a quintuple agent and we just haven't met his original employer yet.
Oh, I'd hope not, because that means he's crossing Jarlaxle, and you don't cross Jarlaxle.
I just crossed everyone else for Jarlaxle.
Yes. Jarlaxle's the last person you want to cross.
Don't want to disappoint. Sad dad, disappointed dad. No good.
Do you say
Don't
that out
worry,
loud?
No.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be reporting to him, that man, shortly. Especially as we know Jarlaxle's got a disguise of you.
Oh yeah. I can't imagine he fooled you though if he was actually being competent.
That honestly was what gave it away, aye.
The fact that all of you clued in that it was not Lou. Not only because Pan wasn't here, but because he said something responsible.
He out himself as thinking about what he said first.
He even had some things specifically that he planned to say that was going to be slightly zany to try to sell it. But one thing he said that seemed like it was smart.
Jarlaxle possibly say to try to imitate Lou? That would have been more funny to see.
Well, you could always
I'd
just watch
actually
it.
planned. Well, no, because he never got to say those because you sussed him out.
You have them
Like,
written
I
down?
The only one I remember was what was he gonna say? Something in the sewers about. Oh yeah, I think he was gonna make some sort of joke about a slip and slide in the sewers.
That is a Lou thing, yes.
Yes, that's what I was like. This would be great, and then
No,
never...
no. It's not, you don't need a slip and slide. You need a gondola for the sewers.
Oh no, it would be one of those parts like where it's the shallow part where it all just goes down into the larger sewer area.
So you need a flying gondola.
Jarlaxle's brain just refused to let him say something that dumb.
Yeah. But yep. So you have until about 3 hours before dusk. What do?
3 hours before dusk? We're having breakfast.
I know. I'm just asking what you're going to do for the rest of the day.
Boy.
Check to make sure our rat holes haven't got any bigger.
Yeah, let's do a quick glance about for were-rat infiltration.
All right, give me some investigation rolls.
Find a random street rat pinned to the wall, and our squeaky little bastard tells everything.
That's one. All right.
Who gets ratted
Orc?
out?
You find a new one over by the original hole where they had carved the symbol.
Oh, look on mine.
So only the one that Horik has found.
Okay. Now, we'll
Do I
go and
find
see
any-
the guild to see about getting all these holes patched up.
Do I find any others with the 24 as well, or?
Nope, just the 14. Just the one.
All right.
So they have opened one more and they shoved food in there just like last time.
Alright, I can get this one out for you, Horik.
Thank you.
Fucking filthy bastards, though. We'll string them up. Well, actually, isn't a thing with wares that they just become people again, so it's... Might not be able to put them up on display, but we could certainly beat the shit out of them and rip their teeth out.
Also, I do think we should deal with that before we head down for an indeterminate amount of time.
Well, if you can spot them before we have to head down.
What's our exact time plan again for when we have to go down?
3 hours before dusk.
Alright. To today. It's actually unlikely.
Oh,
Come
Oh,
around
wait, no,
again
we're
in
good,
that
okay.
meantime.
right. Okay. So how are you going to be trying to suss out the what you calls it?
We could have asked Jarlaxle or Mert.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Felrex gives a little bit of a cough and says, Jarlaxle is aware. And he just kind of flashes a little bit of a hand sign.
Which one, tiger or wolf?
What?
He's aware.
Very funny.
It is, isn't it?
Hmm.
Where
So would
drow?
it? I suppose it would be in Jarlaxle's interest to have those not around.
I think he's doing enough at the moment. There's other people we could hassle about this. And the less public display of drow we have aside from Lou would probably be for the best.
I mean, I would have asked something fairly simple, like if he knows how or where to find these were-rats. Just simple information. A couple of questions. Do you know anything about that, Felract?
Well, not much in specific, but I mean, all I know is that, yeah, the were-rats are about, and Jarlaxle is aware. He
They're not
said that
exactly
he
a
would have.
threat to
He
him.
said yes, but he did say that he has something that should assist with the issue.
Getting my crag cat. The perfect solution to were rats.
A
Don't
bigger
think-
cat.
I don't think that's
Blink
how that
dogs.
works, Hurton. I mean,
Might.
nice try, but I don't think that's how that works.
Hooten will rip him up anyway.
Is Hooten going to be going down with us?
No, of
Lou?
course not.
Okay.
Blue, cast enlarge and marshmallow.
Oh, a flying cat, a big flying cat. Nothing will survive.
Much as she needs the early exposure to adventure, it's a case of it's a bit nasty for her. Yeah, there
I
we go.
mean, the
That's his
black
crag.
staff.
That'll be his crag cat. Based on a palace cat, it'll be so round.
Oh dear. I mean, the black staff did literally say that anybody who dies, she will pay to have resurrected.
Now, simple-minded as most beasts are, is a case of I might give it a wee bit of a hesitation of trauma in later life.
What's the highest passive perception we have in this group? I know we have a 15, and do we have a 18? Nadrax. Nadrax, you're the first to hear it. You hear some commotion outside.
Alright. Let's have a look.
You start for the door. Do you let everybody else know what's going on?
I'll probably just mumble something on what the hell is going on out there.
When you open the door, everybody else, you start hearing it now. There seems to be an issue going on outside. There is a lot of shouting and some form of a fit. And you can also smell smoke.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Let me go check.
Yeah. Sounds like a sensible option.
Check the windows.
By the way, now that you've mentioned the passive perception, I think something might be wrong in my,
You're one as well. Okay.
I'm 0.
Oh, wow.
I have 43.
Oh
What?
my god. So, you know what's going on about a few miles away.
Yeah, it
My
should just be.
passive
Why
wisdom-
is yours 43? Holy heck, it is!
It's probably supposed to be 13, I would guess, but
No, as
I
a
think
monk,
13
might,
is where
his
it's
might be
meant
higher.
to be.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea how this has happened.
you took the alert
Uh,
feat
I
several
don't
times
think-
more than you should have.
Yeah, my passive
Why is it taking my
passive
health
wisdom-
points as my perception?
Must be an update. It's supposed to be an update on Roll20. Fuck some shit up.
Yeah, something's not right. Yeah.
I don't know. Is this from my extension? Because I now have short rest and long rest buttons.
Yeah, I see those as well, but they don't do anything for me.
Nadrax's
have
looks
to-
right.
You have to tell it on your resources if they
Toggos and-
refresh on a.
Yeah,
I just
something
noticed how
ain't
my
right.
passive- Yeah, I noticed that on my passive wisdom perception is just 0. I have no
Yeah,
idea what is
nope.
going on.
They probably
what
changed
around me
the
and
sheet
just
and everything's
focus.
messed
Don't worry,
up,
you can
yeah.
have half of mine. I don't need it all.
I mean, you can try to switch around some numbers, see if that resets it.
I tried changing my. It's wisdom, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just toggle perception on and off again. Or off and on again, depending on whether or not you have it.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Now it's 14.
Yeah. Just force a reset, then it should work again.
Ah, yeah, that got me down to 12. Yep. How it got 43, I have no idea.
Yeah, that was a weird one. And I'm reloading my one thing. Yeah, so yeah, you smell smoke. When you head on down, you notice Froon's Brews seems to have some smoke. And there is a very panicked Froon running around outside with some buckets as he runs down to the what you calls it? Well, and then runs back with some buckets. And he's trying desperately to put out the fire.
Yeah. I've
Oh,
got
man.
just what is needed for this as
Oop,
Bjorn
hold on.
walks back in and then comes up with 4 mocks of ales and sit at the step. There we go.
All these
Here's a
utility
drink for the
spells.
show.
And nothing for fire. What a shame.
So, are you trying to extinguish the fire, Harton?
No, I just clicked it by accident. In case, let's see. It does extinguish flames now. It's a level 2 spell slot. I don't really want to waste it on this. But it's a case of like,
You're gonna hate us anyway, no matter what we do.
I don't want it to spread to the other buildings. Is the thing. Fuck it. I'll cast it. But it's a case of he's just constantly re-aiming it just to make sure it doesn't spread to the other buildings.
We're
So you're letting it
containing
burn?
the fire.
Letting his little insurance scam burn.
He's gonna blame us for this.
That is such an awful thing to happen to a place like that there. Mind you, old places like that can be literal rat's nests. They just go up with a single fucking spark.
Are you going to help put it out?
Fuck no!
Why?
Not guild approved!
You pay your dues to the firefighting guild.
We'd have to deal with the Bucket Guild, the Well Guild. Are those approved? I don't think they are. The handles are not regulation.
If you apologize, I'll help with the buckets, but that's it.
Look, I'm sorry. This is my home.
Okay, I'll help with some buckets.
I'll be
But we
utterly
can't-
ruined.
But we can't step on the guild's toes. You must understand.
You can't do this.
Well, we haven't really done anything. That's the case.
Yes,
we can
you're
do nothing.
absolutely
That's
right.
actually very easy.
Just please help put it out. You already have the spell.
Just help him put it out.
I try to
But
ignore.
why?
I try to ignore the front of house so his bar will still be ruined, but I aim it at the living quarters sort of region.
No, help put out his entire house.
I'll get to that once it's done. It's currently only medium.
If I cast enlarge while I'm holding a bucket, do I get a really big bucket?
Yes, but the water droplets come out large as well and break fit shit. You get
Actual molecules of water larger.
you get chubby rain. Yes, I will bluster down the fire then.
Actually,
The
actually,
rain
the part
has
of
become thick.
there's also the part of the amount of water you'll be throwing in will probably damage the interior as well as putting out the fire. So go ahead.
Especially when the wind catches it and starts pushing it.
Nah, if the
Yes.
wind seems to be doing it, so no odor.
Yeah, the guard also starts showing up, and they're trying to the fire brigade, and eventually it does, kind of start tamping down a bit. And yeah, he quickly rushes in and makes a very disgusted sound, and then immediately backs up, and he's retching, as there's apparently a very bad smell in there.
Dead rats, huh?
Not what I would say. No.
No, not when they've snuffed it.
Let's
They're
go
only
see what it
rats
is.
when they're alive.
Yep. You and the guard step in, and you find that there is, I think, 4. It looks to be probably the lovely individual. Actually, you reckon? No, actually, you can't recognize them. They're burned.
Yeah, they're crispy.
You see pretty much the bodies of 4 halflings that are very charred and crispy.
Mm-hmm.
The halflings.
I recognize the feet of this one.
And give me an investigation.
Easy. You've got a brain, you can roll.
Oh, it stinks in here, though.
Oh yeah. Uzana, you rather, and Nadrax, both of you do it. You all have clearly identified. 2 of them have bullet holes in the head,
Oh.
and 2 of them look like they've been stabbed.
Oh.
Oh no, that's not mechanically accurate because those pistols would have to be magical.
You know.
No, obviously, they're fucking dead.
They are quite dead.
Let's just say the fire is what killed him.
Well, probably just silver bullet. Softness of the metal doesn't matter when it's point blank.
Then technically poison would do it.
Only my gun did
They're
poison.
not immune to poison, are they?
It's a case
Maybe
of,
Felrect will share the ammo.
case of it be mundane. Well, no, I do specify like piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning. So yeah, poison probably work. Mind you, they are rats.
Yeah.
One of them have a big knife.
Okay, yeah, nothing about poison.
I feel like
Oh,
they'd
that'd
be
be-
resistant to
Oh,
it.
that'd be
but-
terrible though. You lodge a bullet in their brain, they don't die from the bullet, but then they feel but then comes the poison through the mind. Just getting
would
right in
feel
all
it.
that fluid. They can't feel anything, but they might notice bits and pieces missing as they try to slur out words to each other.
Ugh.
They would feel all of it. They just wouldn't,
Bet you notice I haven't given you a special nickname. That's because you're not special to me. You're special to rats.
The best part of that episode, showing just how petty of an asshole he is.
Gaddix could build that suit. We could do this.
And then put his pickle in it.
I turned myself into a pickle heart and
Well, at least you're taller now.
fuck off.
And then roll him back onto his face.
He would. Cargo, roll me over, buddy. Come on.
And then the horror from when either Lou or
Horik, the most dangerous fucking
Horik,
pair if you're a
yeah.
pickle.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
go,
dear.
ooh, a pickle just for me.
I mean, Malgern was almost a roast dinner, so, you know.
And the worst part is, wait, guys, it's me, it's Gaddix. I'll eat around the face.
No. I'm not gonna have two of my characters almost become a meal. God. I'd have 2 nickels, but it'd be weird that it happened twice.
Well, what do you expect? Your characters are snack sized at the moment.
That part I remember at some point I was like, is Sprader starting to get pissed off that as my role as Cornelius, I'm still ignoring the fact that the kobold keep waving a chicken in front of me, insisting it's magic.
I wasn't pissed off, but I was like, oh god, if this is how my character goes, I'm never gonna hear the end of it. If I lose a character to this, they're never gonna let me live this down. God, please help me. That was my thought process.
Chicken Man, such a successful character.
Ugh.
Dude, let me give you some tips. Don't go into alleys with strangers, fuck you, cock! And then, of course, also, Patience being able to disguise herself as a chicken in plain sight and be completely ignored. It's just a chicken walking around in the bar counter. And now you guys accept that as normal because of what happened to Malgern. That's a lovely wrap up to this little issue. Now, you had guild approved insurance, eh?
I don't have insurance. Everything I had was in this bar.
Including the bodies. It's going to be a tricky thing to explain.
He kind of gives the sniffle and then just starts wailing.
Can't really give you sympathy on this one. You were willing to fucking deal with that lot.
Can we actually drink that bottle of wine we left you?
Oh, I just realized one of the meanest things you could do right now, and it would be a Lou thing as well. The guy is bawling his eyes out, wailing. Cast silence.
Oh my god.
He doesn't even get the satisfaction of hearing himself in agony.
I was thinking major image and just having the bar look totally normal from the front. I mean, I think it's big enough to do that, right?
Major image, but it's a different bar. It's now a nice, classy wine establishment with a different GM.
Reminder: you are having to go visit Xanath.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I need that for silence. I need the slot for silence later, so I'm not gonna do it right now. But I could just have his bar look totally pristine. No. I need the slot. Ooh, but if I was a higher level and I had more level 3 slots.
I'm utterly ruined.
I can conjure an image of a small burning rat in front of him.
No.
Why, father? Why?
This is your fault. You dragged us into this.
You made all the fucking wrong decisions on the run up to this. No fucking wonder you're ruined.
Just go, you pathetic wretches. You didn't even want to help save my bar.
You're a dick. That's it, man. Just don't be a dick.
You've been from the start.
Yeah, right
Well,
now,
you're my competition. I can't be nice to you.
Yes, you
literally
can.
can.
It does not fucking matter when it's not business related. Which case, I put the fire out.
You still have a building, Mosley.
You weren't going to put the fire out until your wife told you to.
Aye, that happens.
Yeah, it's honestly fair.
To be fair, you did sick were-rats on us, you fucking moron.
Well, I'm not hearing a denial of the accusation.
Wait, what was the accusation? I heard a lot of stuff going on at the same time.
Well,
You did sick...
Harden.
Harden retorting with, you did sick a pack of fucking were-rats on us, you moron.
He frowns. I didn't say I did.
We fucking
didn't have
know.
to.
So the guard's looking about back and forth between you and him now.
You sent the couple into our bar. They're easy to sniff out. We've got cats. Plus, we had a tabaxi drinking as well. He knew him right away. You thought you'd do the underhanded tricks. You'd be the underdog. You know, you'd be lashing out, but you're just a cunt. And this is what you've reaped. Well done.
We're heroes.
Oh, we are.
Exactly.
Look, if you need a meal, if you need a drink or something, you can show up to Troll Skull Alley. They won't even charge you. Till you can get yourself back on your feet.
Although, somebody's probably going to get to him before we do.
We could charge him half price.
No, we do a bit of charity here.
Mm-hmm.
He's lost his establishment in Troll Skull Alley. We're a business there. We help each other, and maybe next time you'll do it proper.
Now, maybe we could purchase a large portion of the company. You give us the profit. Yeah.
Give me. Let me be alone.
Happily.
But if you need an investor, you know where I live.
It's the functioning bar over there.
Just go.
I'm very rich, you know.
He looks utterly defeated.
I'm looking to diversify my portfolio.
Lou just stepping from foot to jingle his coin pouch.
Yeah, I have 300 gold on me.
And if you'd followed the guilds, it would only take like 200 or so to repair the place.
Actually, now I'm trying to remember how much he is in the hole. Because
Oh,
when he
Lou,
says he's ruined, he is not joking.
It's only
Aw.
been a couple of days.
No, see, remember Zaraj mentioned he borrowed some funds.
I know, but still, like...
Yeah, I mean, if it's feasible, Lou actually will buy out his debt.
It's not for a couple of hundred gold, I feel.
Well, I mean, I'm probably actually cooking around 500 between everything that I'm owed, also from the party fund.
Fucking excuse me? Owed?
Yeah, mine. I mean, I
For
earned it.
what?
I stabbed and get stabbed.
Wait, we're paying him?
Well,
Fuck no.
Garlaxle is supposed to be, but he's just paying the whole party.
Because the whole party tend to do the job.
Yes, but also I
Oh.
do get a weekly.
Lou could buy out his loan.
Oh, yes.
On his own.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, the economy never makes fucking sense when it gets the gold coins.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, basically, like, you're paying your staff in silver.
Yep.
And you are getting a little bit of a deal because they live together. But, yeah, it's one of those things where there are people who have never seen a gold coin in person. It's...
But-
Adventurers tend to get it, but...
Well, let's also put it in the perspective, like, plate armor is what, 1,500?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
We were able to
insane.
fully outfit and rebuild Troll Skull Manor for about 200.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it was in pretty good condition. It wasn't like it was burned down.
I know, but we got all new furniture.
A breastplate already costs 400 or something like that bullshit.
It's one of those things that just can't make sense.
Yeah, being a martial class is expensive.
Just the once.
Well, until you get hit by a rust monster or something.
No, that's when you push the wizard forward.
That'll be fine.
Your time to shine, nerd boy. It can't eat a book. Oh, it did eat a book. Okay. It just didn't like it.
No, that was a book monster, not a rust monster. Oops.
Shouldn't have had those metal bindings.
It turns out it wasn't a rust monster, it was a bookworm.
I mean, about the only way that could make sense if metal was kind of rare, and just the material cost would be so extremely high.
Well, I mean,
it is
with
about the
the plate
craftsmanship.
Yeah.
But there's a case of, like, a sword would then cost a lot more of another martial weapons, and it just never makes sense.
Yeah, it's a little goofy, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean, depends on the sword, essentially, since it's easier to make a sword than it is to make a full plate armor.
Well, no, I mean in comparison to the other martial weapons, like
Oh, okay.
a halberd, not as tricky to make as a sword historically.
a long stick.
Yeah, we are past the 3-hour mark, and we've finished off a chapter of our rival.
Yeah.
We
I
did
will
it,
buy
guys.
this man.
We had Jarlaxle do it for us.
Oh, you didn't have him do it. He did it
know.
on his own.
I know.
It's probably some stress relief.
Kind of makes it
honestly.
even worse. You messed with the party, sugar daddy.
No, you just messed with the party, and the sugar daddy had somebody do it.
I will point out the greatsword costs 50 gold.
The deal. Also, it's a fun weapon. I should use a great sword.
Yeah. It is still much more expensive than, for example, a club you can get for 1 silver.
Yeah, like a peasant would
Or a
never be able to
javelin.
afford a great sword, or probably even any kind of sword.
Yeah.
Alright, now to click the button.